Me and only me.
Oh, you and only you, right?
I'm an important
I'll
man
have to.
with an important plan.
There you go.
I don't know. I just think the other guys don't care enough about JoJo. Like I can see
That's a
people.
great image to have to pair it with, though.
Well, I mean, what image would you choose? Come on, realistically.
Okay.
Okay. Paste and go to.
There's also some in here from Purple Haze feedback, which I have not read.
Oh, is that the side content?
Yeah, it's like a side story with Fugo.
To be fair,
It's
Sonic.
I don't think it's written by Araki, but it has illustrations by him.
Okay, we are ready to go. Let me get all this like creepy, spooky filter off the screen. There we go. Again, I'm gonna cut this out and like have it be its own standalone video, but I might as well do it now because why not? So, start things off. This is the OG Star Platinum.
Your boy.
Um, I
Uh,
ability to like it's I don't know because when it comes to Star Platinum, the abilities it has ranged from they're kind of inconsistent, but then again, that's the story of stands in general when you think about it.
yeah.
Like the you remember when it extended its fingers and like pierced a hole through?
Yes, the Starfinger.
Yeah.
And when it gave Justice the big suck.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't. I could like if I really like squint my eyes, I can see that being interpreted as like some kind of I don't know super. It's a super endurance or some shit. I don't know how to phrase it. I would rank it because I think it has a lot of practical implications and practical uses. So I would put it an S tier. It's just I think it's insanely
See,
useful.
I'm not sure if it would be S tier because I feel like S tier would have to be like
World ending stuff, like basically like something that can like generally can't lose unless the person who uses is an
kind
idiot.
of.
Okay, I think you can compromise and put it in A tier at the very least.
Yeah.
It's insanely like it has the most practical implications. The only problem with it is that, like I said, is like it ranges from. It's very. It's not very, but it can be very inconsistent. I said not
Well,
very,
even
then
then,
I said it is.
that's not really a problem with the stand itself. That's more a problem with the writing of the series.
Yeah, that's a funny thing about Iraqi is that I love him as a writer, and at the same time, a lot of his stuff is so flawed in certain ways.
Yeah.
But it's so fun. Even when Stone Ocean is the worst thing you put out, I think you're pretty good. No, I can't say Stone Ocean's the worst. What is
Nah.
what is the worst JoJo then?
I feel like Phantom Blood is usually agreed on to be the worst because it's just like just sort of Fist of the North Star with vampires.
True, true. But it's fine for that. But
Yeah.
it's also raised the question of if you're doing Fist of the North Star, why don't I just read First of the North Star?
Yeah.
Okay, Magician's Red. Uh, I put it C tier.
Yeah, I was thinking C tier.
I mean, I like how it looks cool, and I guess
It doesn't really get the chance to do much though.
I was one of the people like
Surprising.
I know people were upset when Avadol died. I that's upsetting, but I not enough to where Whole Horse I couldn't see him being a part of the team.
Yeah.
I liked Whole Horse more.
Yeah, Whole Horse was cool. Like Abdul, like thing with Abdul is like when he comes back, he doesn't really do much.
Do you remember when
You
Matt
know?
when Back Creepy Pasta came out of his coma and signing Stan to his doctors and really drugged up post coma state? I mean, yeah, Matt's my boy. Damn, I wish Matt was here for this because he's a JoJo fan too.
Yeah. But it's early over there in London town.
Okay, now, Fish. I want you to
Yes.
understand. I'm considering putting Hermit Purple in B tier.
Really?
I think I think the reason I like Hermit Purple so much is because for someone like Joseph Joestar, I think it has more practical implications than anyone else. Joseph,
Sure, but I would think that this is like just in general, like if anyone had this stamp, not so much just if because this user has this stand.
but we're rating it
Because if
based.
that were the case, then all the protagonists would be in S tier because they have
True.
plot armor, except when they don't.
Well, I think it's also a matter of like like I always think about practical uses, and
Well,
I say that purple. I think purple.
that's where I would say an inconsistency issue comes in, because with Hermit Purple, it's like, oh yeah, if when it's introduced, it's like, oh yeah, I can punch a camera, and then after that, it's like, oh, also I'm Spider-Man.
Well, I don't know. It's kind of weird. I think that's an issue with Iraqi. Iraqi usually has a hard time introducing stands in general.
Yeah.
Like, you remember fucking Golden Wind when it was first introduced, and like, oh, it slows down the perception of time when you get hit or something like that.
Did you just call Gold Experience Golden fucking Wind?
Wait, wasn't okay? No, I'm thinking for some reason I thought Gold Experience Requiem was just called Gold Experience, and Golden Wind was its default state.
No.
But Gold Experience, like, you remember it gets hidden, time dilates or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And I interpret that as being.
And then it never does that again.
I just interpreted it as being like, that's why getting hit by Golden Experience hurts so much, because like, the pain resonates with you longer. Matt Coma theory. So, which member of Bad Creepypasta represents Matt's repressed homosexuality?
Kobe. That's why he always plays the woman.
You didn't even hesitate. I mean, I thought it, but I was being nice. I would say like, Hermit Purple should be at least like, and when it comes to the diversity of the ability itself, like being able to, I guess, precognitive abilities, and also
Yeah.
he can channel like Hammond through it, using it to.
Well, I mean, if you're not a Hamon user, then that's really not the best.
Well,
but-
anyone could be a Hammond user. The problem is that Araki says this is boring. I want to do something
Yeah.
else. I'll put it in C tier. I think
Fine.
it had more use than Magician's Red did.
Yeah, I would say that it has, because Magician's Red at the end of the day, like if you don't want to burn something, what the fuck are you gonna do with it?
I mean, you're gonna cook steaks. It cooks a lot of steaks.
I already cook steaks better than anyone else in the whole fucking world.
I don't believe you.
I cook a mean steak.
If I ever meet you in person, I will make you follow. I'll hold you to that, basically.
Okay, we'll have a grill off.
Emerald,
Hierophant Green.
Firefant Green.
It really just throws rocks, doesn't it?
It throws rocks, but like it's the fact. I think it's the one time where I guess Araki tried to establish some rules in regards to how it operates. Like stands operate, like stands that can't move far from the user are stronger, but stands that have more range are weaker. But
Yeah.
But I don't think I think he should have like outlined the rules better.
Yeah.
I'm conflicted because on the one hand, for some reason, it enables him to possess random people, which he forgot about.
Yeah.
On the other, on the other hand, it throws rocks, and for some reason, that was a threat to Dio.
I mean, it's a tough one, Hierophant Green.
I'll put it C tier because it did have some.
Yeah.
It came through
Yeah.
when it needed to. What is this? What is this? I can't tell. I
Oh,
can't.
that's Holly's stand.
Holly.
So yeah, that's F tier. Jotaro's mom.
Oh, pfft. And
So
that,
yeah, that's F tier.
and this is.
It literally fucking kills her.
I think the whole thing is that you have a strength of spirit or something like that.
Yeah. The one after that is Dio's stand.
I forgot that he can also channel Hermit Purple.
Yeah, because he only does that the one time. Apparently, that's supposed to be. I've heard conflicting things about that. It's either supposed to be Jonathan's stand.
Before he got assimilated.
Yeah.
And Dio.
Or it's like the stand he would have gotten if he fucking got stabbed by the arrow.
I'm just gonna put that
And
in.
since it's his body, he can, like, Dio can use it too.
I'm gonna put that in F tier
And
right
it's
there.
also because Araki originally planned for the world to have the abilities of all stands before.
Really?
And then he was just like, wow, that's fucking retarded. I
That
won't
se-
be able to.
that seems
And so he's just-
insanely impractical.
Yeah.
I don't mean from like a literal standpoint. I mean in terms of like a storytelling standpoint. How would you lose?
Yeah.
I can shoot fire, punch the shit out of people, and my stand has hurt like the range of Casio's stand. Kakaween, excuse me. I don't know where
Yeah.
Casio came from. Uh,
Casio.
what was this from? What was this one called again? The beetle that
Oh, Tower of Grey.
Tower of Grey. What does it do besides the beetle kills people?
Um, yeah, it's just really fast, and if it like stabs your face, it rips out your tongue, and that's it.
Didn't it stab out the old man's tongue and he was fine?
Um,
Like it can hurt you. Your stand can hurt you.
no, like when it got destroyed, like his tongue
Oh,
split,
right,
and like,
right.
arg, I die.
I mean, I guess it has some practical uses, but it's so. I think it's so easily dispatched that it. I don't think it offers
Yeah,
that.
it didn't take him long to figure out how to beat it at all.
I put it in D tier at the very least because it has some like combat capabilities at the very least.
Like, sure, it's fast. Like, it's faster than Star Platinum. That goes, like, that's not something you can really take lightly.
Oh,
But
here.
at the same time, it's like not that great.
Oh, here we go. See My Hero Academy. I don't know if My Hero Academy. That sounds. Ah, that sounds familiar. Are you talking about My Hero Academia? I said before on the stream, like, I want to watch it, but I'm waiting for it to end. Silver Chariot. My boy.
Ah, man, Silver Chariot is good. Like,
I
even
w-
though it's just sword stand, it's like it feels way versatile. It's got the armor thing. It's got the
Oh,
shooting
yeah.
the sword thing.
I'll be honest, I'll put it in B tier. I think it's biased
B
because
tier, really.
I think it's also because of coolness factor.
I don't know. I might be tempted to put it in A tier.
Really?
Yeah,
It kind
I
of
feel like it's.
it kind of feels weird putting it like side to side by Star Platinum, which is like much more versatile. Although Polnareff gets a lot of mileage out of Silver Chariot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, for how simple it is, I feel like the mileage he gets out of it is really impressive.
Sorry, my point of view. You know nothing about Jojo Anime Club takes over the stream. Again, like I'm just gonna try to read the chat in order to break up the monotony a little bit. And I do apologize
Right.
for people who are like very put off right now. But again, anyone who actually does enjoy JoJo, we're gonna cut this part off of the whole thing and put this on his own channel. Own channel, yes, my JoJo channel.
All
What?
right, I will be fine with putting Silver Chariot in B tier. That seems fine to me.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's fine.
What about Aqua Boy here? Mermaid
Oh,
Man,
the Dark Blue Moon or whatever.
Mermaid Man, and Barnacle Boy.
If you're in water, it's fine. Even though it's still got beat by Star Platinum in water because lol Starfinger.
It's very situational though.
Yeah, super situational. If you're not in water, then like what's even? You may as well not have a stand.
So I'm gonna put it in D tier because once
D tier?
D tier when it actually
Yeah.
does get used, it actually can be effective. But I don't know. Oh, the ship. Again,
Oh, strength. Strength is good.
we put it in.
I like purely as a stand. I would probably put that in A, maybe even S tier.
Are you sure? Because it's one of
Oh,
those.
yeah.
Again, it's one of those things where it's situational in the sense that first the orangutan, which again the weird pedophile orangutan,
Yeah.
it has to get them on the boat.
Well, I mean, I interpreted it as like it's not just that it's the little dinghy. It's like I figured it could like possess any sort of vehicle it wanted. I'm not sure if that's actually the case, but if that was the case, that would be super busted.
And honestly, like I guess it makes sense. I would put it. I'm kind
And
of
the thing is, like, if you do get on it, like, the only reason he lost is because he was a stupid fucking monkey.
And also that JoJo had literal plot armor and a new ability that never got used again.
Yeah, he pulled a Starfinger out of his ass. Like, he had full control over the ship. He could have, like, just fucking crushed it anytime he wanted. That's busted to me.
So I don't know. Like you said, A tier or S tier. What do you think is more fair?
Well, what are you thinking for it?
I'm thinking A tier, if only because I think if there were more evidence that it, like your theory where it's like it can
Like
possess
it could
any,
possess any sort of
then
vehicle it wanted.
I definitely think it would be S tier, but I don't think there's enough to really incline it.
Okay.
But as it is A tier, I think it's fair
Sure, sure.
because again, JoJo had to look like Giuseppe or Johnny Boy,
He had to pull the star finger out of his ass
exactly. I like how
just to
much
stand a chance.
Metatus 14 said like the orangutan ship, like there's a ship like entirely full of orangutan, pedophile orangutans. Never forget that. I like how it felt like that girl was gonna be like a part of the team, and like Aragi's like, no, nah, fuck
And
out
then
of,
she just fucked off.
fuck out of here. Who's this again? Who's this?
Let me see. After strength.
That's why I have my boy here, Fish. He knows what he's
Oh,
doing.
Ebony Devil. Yeah. I
Oh,
barely even remember this fight.
oh, was this the car?
No, that's a Wheel of Fortune. Ebony Devil is like the little puppet thing.
Wait, I thought that was Are you talking about the one that fights Polnareff?
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought that was something else. This thing is activated by. It's like one of those post-humorous stands that get activated, right?
Is it post-human?
Cause didn't he die?
I mean, I totally fucking forget this fight, dude.
Oh, I'm looking at yeah, I think Polnareff kills the stand, and I think his spirit possesses the doll.
Something? Okay,
But
I
it's
don't know. For how not memorable at all it is, I'm tempted to rate it really low.
the fact that you need to be it's not this is not Notorious B.I.G. It's not it's
No,
very
Notorious B.I.G. is fucking insane.
it's
Like,
it's
I would be, like, God. Notorious B.I.G. is like, I don't know whether to put it in F tier or S tier.
because you need to die to use it.
You need to die to use it, but once you use it, it's over.
So basically,
You
like,
win.
I'm gonna put this in. I'll put this in because your ability. When you die, you turn into Chucky, and that's
Yeah,
it.
that just kind of sucks.
I'll put. I'll put in. No, I'll put it in E tier because at least you can do shit.
Sure, it's not like... I feel like F tier should be absolutely worthless. Or worthless in, like, the vast majority of situations. Like Talking Head. Talking Head fucking sucks.
What was Talking Head?
That was the one where it attached itself to Naranja's tongue and made him tell the opposite of what he wanted to say.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Talking Head is fucking awful. If I got stabbed by the arrow and the stand I got was Talking Head, I'd just fucking kill myself.
God damn, bro. I keep forgetting. I need to watch more. Okay, Yellow Temperance.
Oh yeah, Yellow Temperance is good.
Okay, like it's affected by like the more it's exposed to water, it stops working or something like that. Remember right?
No, what it was that Jotaro like basically wrapped it around his head while he was in the water.
Mm-hmm.
So that basically it like started suffocating him.
Oh. Let me see. Because it's like the abilities it has is shape shifting and like to the point where he can imitate their voices perfectly.
Shape shifting, it like latches onto you, and never lets go and starts digesting you.
And
it's basically like indestructible.
It turns you into a fat lady too.
Yeah, and it can be used for shape shifting. Like that's crazy.
So
I don't know. Yellow Temperance is really good.
I'd rank it in like 10 because it has a lot of, especially if you're like trying to like anything that involves espionage. Like this is the perfect stand to have.
Sure. Yeah, it's useful in a lot of situations, not just in combat, but even then in combat, really good.
I like how, again, like this dude, didn't try to blend in at all. Like sucking on cherries and whatnot, and beating up random strangers in the street.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Gilles fucking stand. What was it? Not the Hangman. No, it was a Hangman.
No, I think that's Hangman.
So, this is I'd say this is very useful too.
Yeah.
Although you can be attacked, like your stand can be attacked by your reflection in the thing, right? I think I remember that's how it went.
How it went was like, let me see, like, yeah, your stand can be attacked in the reflection, but you have to like you can move from reflection to reflection as quick as you want. The only reason they were able to beat him is because like they narrowed it down to exactly one reflection
I would
that he
say
could possibly exist in.
I will put this in A tier because it, again, like insane. Like when I think about
Like
stands that
if you don't reveal yourself to the stand user, you win.
it's one of those things where I also, and maybe it doesn't make sense, but in a weird way, I can also measure it by, can I see this stand taking on Dio? You know what I mean?
Sure.
I honestly can
Well,
see,
Dio or Star Platinum to an
or
extent.
or Star
Maybe not.
Platinum, or what about Vanilla
It appears
Ice?
we have the same type of stand.
People can, Vanilla Ice is like a zombie, well not zombie, but a vampire too.
Yeah.
Oh, Hall Horse.
Gun.
It's
Gun.
I'm not even gonna fuck. I love this fucking. I don't know anything about JoJo. We'll see you guys next stream. See you later, Commander Chaos. Again, sorry about that. I love the stand. It's so practical.
How could you not love Gun?
And it can change trajectory. Like I bought Lord with Eyes of
You can
Heaven.
change the trajectory of the bullet at will. You can do the fucking bullet curve with it.
It made no fucking like. Let's be honest. Let's be real. In a real fight, if the bullet actually operated under real physics, everyone would be dead.
Not anime physics. Where
Yeah.
It's like, oh no, I can react to this as it's coming straight towards me. Like you die. It's a fucking bullet.
And you can change the trajectory perfectly. Like he could shoot through. Like remember he tried to shoot through the pipes and get them.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put this on. I really want to put it on S tier, but I have to, like what would be on S tier is just so far above this. I think it wouldn't be fair.
Yeah, because like here's the thing, Star Platinum could beat it. He can stop time. He can catch the bullet.
I like Matuta gun ultimate tier, a fucking gun. This one can stop time. This one can make you shift. This is a fucking gun.
Like you gotta consider the other things that are in A tier right now. Like what have we got?
A giant fuck off ship that you can possess to do anything you want.
That would, I would put it in B tier probably.
Oh really? Oh, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, because like everything in A tier would beat it. I feel everything in A tier is better.
Now I think about it, it's also a matter of B tier. I think is also something that's very useful, but it only in the practical sense. Like these are things that I can imagine you being able to do with your own two hands. Like I'm not necessarily like literally with your own two hands, but like this is a gun. This stabs people. This can stop time and can do shit with precision. That this can catch bullets basically.
Yeah. This
one is a giant possessed ship that you can do. This is literally shape shifting. This can go through mirrors, and this is a gun. No.
Gun?
Ew. This stand. What was it called? Empress. Ugh.
Oh yeah, good old Empress.
I'll put you in
it just attaches. Like the only reason Empress was a threat at all is because it attached itself to Joseph. Couldn't really do much about it.
You got. I was so upset when no, I will get to that point. Yeah, Empress. I guess it has practical uses.
Does it though?
I mean, it did. Did it almost kill him?
Okay. Not really.
It's pretty.
Like just kind of pissed him off.
It's pretty strong. Like you could rip off his like fake, prosthetic hand, like his fingers.
Sure.
It's
also like kind of tiny and shitty.
I don't know.
Like, if he was near his friends at all,
I think
it's just like
they would have murdered the shit out of it.
Yeah. Again, it's only because it attached to Joseph, and only because he was completely alone. Like I think it's just not a great stand.
I can't hear Empress without thinking of Teresa. Damn you! You keep that shit off of my wholesome family stream. Okay, this is Wheel of Fortune's easy. I kind of like Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
I would put it in C tier.
Sure, because that's like more proof of concept of my strength theory
Yeah,
is like, yeah, it can just put itself in any car it wants,
and
basically.
that man had mad gains on his arms. He
He
skipped,
did. He did.
and also he had the ability to break the fourth wall. Aha! I win. Jojo Part 3 is over. I love that part so much.
Yeah.
That episode was fucking weird though. Like the tone of it was bizarre, wasn't it?
Well, that's fitting for a show with bizarre in the title.
True. Ooh, Justice.
Justice. Justice is cool.
All you need to do is just punch a hole through someone, and all of a sudden you win.
Yeah.
I
If Star Platinum didn't pull out the Star Suck that it like never used before or again,
I
that's
legit
it.
I legit don't think
Parker's over.
I legit don't think that she would like I'm trying to imagine like any of the other team members fighting against Aniaba, and I can't imagine any of them coming on top besides Jotaro.
Polnareff loses. Magician's Red lose. Well, maybe Magician's Red has a shot.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Like that fire ability could probably. I'm trying to
Yeah,
think.
you know that might work out.
Could theoretically couldn't like a Heiferent Green? I can't pronounce that.
Hierophant.
Hierophant Green. Couldn't that like plug his own wounds with the emeralds?
I don't know if that would work.
No. I put Hangman in A too. Like it's one of those things. I can imagine this beating these guys right here. If no, not necessarily Gio, because well, for one, she wouldn't fight her son. She loves him too much.
Yeah.
And two.
Well, I mean, just again, we're not ranking this based on how the character would use them,
Yeah, true.
but more just like general application of the stance ability, I think.
Okay. Is A tier fair?
For Justice?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Oh, lovers.
Lovers, it's not amazing.
Like he got the most out of it. If he wasn't so cocky, he probably would have won. Like, imagine if he had possessed Joseph himself instead of like wasting his time with his grandpa, and like giving him a brain.
Jotaro.
Jotaro, and gave him a brain aneurysm or something.
Well, I don't know, because it's like, even if you do manage that, like...
And it can multiply, don't forget.
Sure.
Take it easy, Mike.
I don't know.
I would put it at the very...
Lovers, just like...
the only reason I'm putting it on D instead of, like, C is because of how, like, you saw how easily fucking... Well, then again, Star Platinum, but, like, it was just, like, pinching its legs and, like, the horrible pain he was, like, Steely Dan was going through.
Yeah.
But it was sturdy enough to, like, go into someone else's ear. I don't know. Sun... I'm gonna put that in F.
Really?
No, not it was useful, but the fact that guy had to the stand user had to have like a thing set up so he didn't pass out from the exhaustion, like that
Sure.
that implies that he's not like it's not something that you can fully control, and it can be a detriment to yourself.
That's fair. But the thing is, like, I feel like the sun was shit because it got used in like a desert out in the middle of nowhere where he had basically no help with, or like no cover or anything. Like, imagine if you set that off in the middle of a city.
That would be interesting. I would have liked to see something like that. I'm debating on E or F.
And even then, like, he almost got it. It's just like, you know, he's fucking stupid. I'd say at least like maybe B or C.
I gotta go see. Everyone, I know a lot of people hate this one. What was it called?
No, I didn't.
Death 13. Hello?
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to interrupt. You there?
Chicken.
Oh, chicken? Are you bringing chicken onto my stream and not sharing? This fucker. This son of a bitch. What the fuck? Did this... Wait, hold on. Did this person have all these characters in S tier in this list? That's stupid. You're a stupid person who made this list.
Okay, so Death 13.
Uh, this is... hmm.
Again, I feel like it's situational.
I think it's good enough to where...
Like, if it could stop people from waking up, like,
and
that would be one thing, but it can't.
It's also, like, people don't remember... Like, it literally blots out your memory of what it did.
Yeah.
So that's useful. I need to... Again, I need to divorce the fact that the stand user from the stand. And the fact that it was a fucking baby.
Yeah.
I'm still curious as to what that baby
Like,
grew up to be like. And that baby grew up to be Albert Einstein.
and then everyone clapped.
I don't know. I think that 13 is good enough to be B tier. Because its memory wiping ability is what makes it the most threatening. Like, it can keep coming for you and you won't remember why and won't be able to prepare for it. Like,
Sure.
if you weren't, like, if it was anyone but a baby that had that stand, like, if it wasn't a grown adult that can, like, constantly, like, come after them in their sleep where they're helpless, I think it would have won after a while. Oh, I'm sorry, what was that?
I don't know. I feel like... Well, I don't know what the range on Death 13 is.
You have to be close by.
Because here's the... Yeah, so if it needs to be close by, then the fact that it's a baby is the only reason he got close to them to begin with, while they were sleeping.
I think it's a good point. But it also depends on how good you are at kind of selling yourself to the group as someone that is worth being around. Because when they wake up, they won't remember anything about it. So you could reveal your identity in the dream and they won't, like, think about it. I think B tier is fair, but, like, you think, like, it should be C?
I'm leaning towards C.
Okay, I think that's better. There's a point I was trying to... Oh, yeah, so what would it be like if the person was heavily sedated or incapacitated? Oh, that's a good question, actually. Like, what if you, like, gassed them unconscious and they couldn't wake up right away?
Well, it's worth considering.
What?
I don't know. I still think that might be a bit situational.
What was I saying? Oh, yeah.
Because if you're in the position to do that, then honestly, I would just fucking kill him.
True, fair. I'm just trying to, again, like, imagine Aniyaba walking up to this crib and shooting a baby in the fucking stomach with an arrow. I just thought about that. It's horrifying.
Yeah. I mean, I think the baby is probably one of the people that's just born with a stand.
Judgment.
I had to guess.
I never liked Judgment. I didn't like that whole segment to begin with.
It's not really a great stand either.
It can grant wishes.
Yeah, it grants the enemy's wishes. Oh boy.
F tier. And you're helpless when you get caught.
Yeah,
it can.
What can you do?
It's completely reliant on your enemy actually, like, following up on, like, actually, like, falling for it, too.
Yeah, what if you just don't make a wish?
Look, what if the
what do you do?
What if the stand just stands there and, like, while it's desperately trying to beg you to make a wish, while the guy's walking up to you ready to beat the shit out of you?
Yeah.
Like, I can make you rich, I promise.
Okay, bye. Thanks, crazy stand guy.
Give me a wish, I'll suck your dick. Oh, High Priestess.
High Priestess is cool.
What was this?
Like, that's some versatility right there.
Oh, that was the fucking...
The metal morphing one. Or, like, the mineral morphing one.
Is that the lady that, like, also didn't have a body? That was...
Didn't have a body.
Oh, God, what am I thinking? Oh, I'm thinking about someone else. I'm thinking about... What's her name in the submarine?
No, that is the one in the submarine.
Are you sure? I don't know, because I remember they were in, like, a giant cavern where her mouth was.
Yeah, that was High Priestess.
She can... I forgot that she... Like, wait, that one stand can, like, also, like, become that large?
Yeah.
Oh, I would say that's... I would say that's definitely A tier then.
Probably like A tier.
Bordering on S tier. Well, then again, because you're also, if you can damage the thing it turns into, like it fucks her up bad. Remember they
Pretty much only Star Platinum was able to do that.
They fucked her face up bad, bro. They wouldn't even let us see it. Remember when she was the one character that didn't have an actual appearance, and then she got an appearance in a video game made by Araki himself? That was weird. And she was one fly mama.
That's one way to put it.
Joker.
Joker.
Was that his name?
Oh, the Fool.
That's what I said. You interrupted me before I could say it fully.
Give me a fucking break, dude.
I think it's pretty versatile. I would put it in B tier at least.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not really much to say. Like, hey, you watch Naruto, you like Gaara.
Well, I mean, it's kind of the thing is kind of like, does he need the sand, or can he just make sand?
I think he can make sand. We saw it when he was fighting Pet Shop.
Okay. Then yeah, that's good.
I think it's also based on when he's not surrounded by sand, it's based on the size of his stand.
Okay.
The liquid guy, the liquid hand boy.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of useful. I'll put it in C tier at the very least. Like, if you really know what you're doing, and
just the sheer range and precision of it, I think, is pretty interesting.
Oh yeah, like he was miles away from them, wasn't he?
Yeah, you could use that as like a sniper rifle if you really felt like it.
I forgot. Like, I think you ever played Ice of Heaven on PS4?
I have not.
It's not the best, but when you play as Geb, you can play as you can be across the map of the arena, and the stand does all the fighting for you, and it's as broken as it sounds, except if someone comes and kicks your ass, in which case you're kind of helpless. But then again, that's what happened. Oh, is this one of the Oingo boys? Oh yeah, I'm not pronouncing.
Kuhn. I don't know. They're both pretty bad.
This one is F tier because it's basically
joke stands.
It's a worse version of Yellow Temperance, where you can only morph your face, and for some reason people don't see the color of your arms.
Yeah, it's really not good.
I think Oingo's stand is a little bit better. It has more practical uses.
Like, sure, you can see the future, but like you can't even change anything about it. It's not like Epitaph.
So let's put that in F tier if that's the case. But he have a really cool book, though.
He does have a cool book.
Canonically, didn't Oingo go on to be like an actual published author or something like that, like a mangaka or something?
I can believe that.
I really like that kid. His brother was boring. Well,
yeah.
That's not fair. His brother made me laugh when he was being fucking unintentionally tortured repeatedly by his the Jojo
they're
bunch.
Funny guys. It's just that their stands are fucking awful. But that's kind of the point.
Ooh, Anubis.
Like, I shit talk Talking Head, but like if I had whichever one goes as Canoe, the face one, that's when I'd kill myself over.
What about Anubis?
Anubis is.
I thought Anubis was cool.
Actually, pretty good.
He can keep finding vassals. The only problem is when he's stuck, he's helpless.
Yeah, but the fact that he got better and better, like more threatening as he kept getting in fights, that's pretty huge.
I'll put it in an A tier because the likelihood of you can keep finding vassals all you want, and I think there's an ability to attract, as long as the being that you are around is sentient and sapient, you can keep them coming towards you and tempt them with the power of the sword or something like that. I remember something like that being the case. So, as long as you're in crowds, he can just keep getting stronger and stronger. The problem is when he's
the thing is
oh, you're saying? I'm sorry.
Okay, see, here's the thing where I'm not sure how to judge this, because again, we're judging it by the stand and not the user. but the stand also kind of is the user, and he can't die.
I kind of feel.
So how do you
I kind of
how do you
felt bad
rate
about
that?
him at that. Stuck in the bed of the river. He's killed. Like you could tell, he probably killed so many people, but he's so pathetic at the end. That you kind of want to help him.
Yeah.
I think the next stand. What was it? The Basset. Bastet. Is that how you pronounce it?
That's that. The plug, right?
Yeah. You have to touch the plug for it to even
Yeah.
work.
That's super situational.
I put in.
And even then, it takes a long ass time.
I put it in F tier because by the time that like you have to like have a
No,
lot of.
I think. Again, I think F tier should be like actively detrimental. Well,
Oh,
maybe
true,
not
true.
actively like I would put
Useless
it
or
in D tier.
detrimental. Because these two
Yeah.
actually have some purpose that might be beneficial to you. But for both
Yeah.
of these, one of them is the gains for like using the stand, like the puppet one is so minimal that it's.
Again, super minimal and situational.
But the other one, like if you have enough time to,
Situation being you fucking die.
the other one like if you have enough time and prep work, you can make this really work.
Yeah.
And you also have to kind of like get the like. I think the one reason that it works so well is she put it right in an area where I think most people would like want to investigate, like on top of a fucking rock.
Yeah.
Like like you wouldn't be able to hunt. In fact, I would even argue that in that respect, it should be in D tier.
I'd still put E just because of how situational it is.
That's true. Oh, this one.
Again, it's situational. It takes a long time. So if you figure it out, then it's like, oh hey, guess what? You fucking just get your shit pushed in.
Sethan. Or Seethan.
Um,
This one is
that
kind.
one's really fucking good.
I
Like you get in that shadow for a couple seconds, you're basically as good as dead.
I put it in S tier. I'll be honest with you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because it's
I have zero arguments with that.
if I okay, I want to just talk about this because I was considering and then I changed my mind. I think I'm not the only one. I was so upset that the dude behind that stand, never ran into old Joseph.
Yeah, we didn't get to see young Joseph. In part
That would have
two.
been so gangster. Like he would have gotten his shit pushed in so quickly.
Yeah, I would have liked to see that.
But no, I mean, him getting beaten up by a little kid Jotaro is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Although again, that's also situational because if it had been anyone else, like
Yeah, no, it's totally fine to have this in S tier.
the,
I have zero complaints.
it is overpowered as fuck. What game was it where like you can use this stand, and if you use it
Oh
on
yeah, that was the Part 3 PS1 game.
you use it on
Heritage for the Future.
yeah, if you use it on Dio, he turns into the little like dude that he bought the poison from when he's a head in a jar.
Yeah.
God, I love that. Okay,
And if you use it on old Joseph in that game, it turns him into young Joseph.
and surprisingly, it's not that as good as it sounds though in that game.
Yeah.
Well, I keep looking up Osiris,
Cyrus.
the one that turns your
Oh,
soul.
that's Darby's, right?
Sorry. I'm conflicted on this one because it has.
Darby is one of my favorite fucking fights in Part 3.
Oh
maybe
yeah.
Even my favorite.
Hands. Okay, let's.
But,
Mhm.
really, how useful is this stand?
What was I saying? We were robbed. At least there are fan comics. How that would go? Oh yeah, I forgot. There are fan comics about dude getting his pushing my young Joseph. Okay, can I ask a question real quick, unrelated to this?
Yeah.
What do you prefer, the fight in the OVA or the fight in the series anime?
Which fight? With Darby?
Yeah, I kind of prefer the OVA. Kind of takes it a little bit more seriously, and the comedic payoff of like the boy and Avdo realizing that Jotaro was bluffing the whole time. I think it was so much more restrained, but it was much funnier because of that.
I don't even think I've seen the one in the OVA. Like,
Oh,
fully
it's
anyway.
I love it.
I saw the Dio fight in the OVA, and I way prefer that one to the one in the.
The OVA is flawed, but it's so much fun though. Because
Like the only thing that the OVA doesn't get with the Dio fight that the anime does is for sure.
Okay, I would say that this stand, I would put it in D tier, and because it's it is completely situational, because you would
Yeah,
have
you basically need to get someone gambling.
but
Like if they're just like, oh hey, I don't care, I just want to punch you in the fucking face,
I'm
then they
gonna,
do it.
yeah, but once you get started, it also depends on how good of a gambler and cheater you are.
Yeah,
So,
because if you cheat, then it's like, oh hey, and like he doesn't notice it, then you win. That's totally fine. The stand doesn't care. But if you like, very situational.
I would look, but when it actually does work, it's surprisingly useful. Like you basically instant win if you know what
I'd
you're
be
doing.
fine with D tier.
Okay. Pet Shop Stan.
Oh
Horace.
man,
I love Pet Shop
Boris
so
is
much.
fucking cool.
Horace is insane. Like I think Horace is pretty damn versatile. I would actually put it
Yeah, for
above
sure.
because again, like Iggy's, the fool is confined by the
Like,
size of the
imagine if it
stand.
wasn't a bird that was the stand user.
I don't know. Like I think Pet Shop like will make better use of it because him being airborne and coming at you as fast as he does makes him all the more dangerous. I'll put in
And it
it.
does also make him a bit more fragile.
Oh, true.
Because again, Iggy's just a tiny little dog, and he just bit him once, and it's like, okay, I win.
Can I put in an A class? Does that make sense to you?
Oh, A is totally fine by me.
I think it's like versatile enough to where like it's dangerous to where if anyone possesses that stand, like it's one of those stands where it's like even someone like really stupid like Okuyatsu could use it and not fuck it up.
Oh, sure.
Ooh, let me see who's what's his name? Darby Allin's brother who beat him up one time.
The video game.
Uh,
Gamer. It's pretty much the same thing. It's like, okay, you
I would say
play
that's
video game.
I would say it's a little bit like has more practical use because he's also a living. No, I can't say he's a living lie detector because he can only like determine.
It's only for yes or no questions.
You can make the case that that's still
and even
more.
then, you could just like not answer the question. Or no, wait, no, because it's like
It reads your
like
aura or something like that.
right. Now I remember that.
So I guess it has more practical uses than the brothers.
Yeah.
I put in C tier. You can like I can see you finding ways to make more practical use of it.
Like, it's not just when you challenge him to a video game or whatever. It's like he can do that whenever. Like that's sure, C tier.
10 or more sacks.
F tier.
It was like some illusion shit and he'd get killed immediately.
Yeah.
Iggy fucking yeeted the shit out of him.
Basically worthless. F tier.
Oh, Vanilla Ice. Ooh.
Oh, that's an S tier.
Oh yeah. It was that shit was
die on that hill.
so broken. The only reason that they lost was because he was a vampire.
Yeah.
Then again, I don't know because there was a moment where he beat I think there was if he wasn't a vampire he would have still lost because I think Polnareff sliced him up though, right? And that's when they found out he was immortal. And that also led to his downfall. But it was a foregone conclusion though. This move is only as useful as the user too. But it's so overpowered it doesn't matter. You could be as
Well, I mean, like, the thing is, you put yourself in the ball, you win.
Okay,
All you have to do is not come out of the ball.
Zaweldo.
Well, it's basically just Star Platinum, so.
I feel weird putting both Star Platinum and like abilities to stop time in A tier, you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, when you get to some of the shit that comes later in the series,
Yeah,
like once you get to
the ability to stop time isn't as impressive anymore. It's just
yeah, that's power creep for you.
feels like we're playing Yu-Gi-Oh all over again. I had to dip for about 2 hours. We're talking about Jojo, and again, I feel the need to preface. We're doing this video, but I'm gonna cut it out of the stream itself and make it its own thing. Oh, now we get to my favorite stand, or one of my favorite stands. Crazy Diamond.
Crazy Diamond is so good.
I really want to put it in. I love its ability is so useful.
Yeah, I would say it's way more versatile than Star Platinum.
Uh, and it does help that we see like the one thing I love about like the kind of dichotomy between stands and their users is that it also shows that if you know what you're doing, you can make even sometimes even the shittiest stand the most useful.
Yeah,
And Josake, I think is that how you pronounce his name?
Josuke.
Josuke. I he showed like this. He knows what the fuck he's doing, and he shows like
Yeah.
if you know what you're doing, this thing can almost be unbeatable. I will put it in S tier just for that.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's S tier.
The ability to heal too,
Oh, sure.
but the
Hmm.
one downside is that you can't heal yourself. But then again,
That's
nothing on A tier can heal you either.
right.
Except, well, I think Pet Shop sealed his wounds with a ice, didn't he?
Does he?
I
I don't
can't.
remember that.
I could have sworn that I might be misremembering. A friend of mine tried to get me into JoJo. I guess it would be a learning experience. Don't come. Watch it for yourself. Uh, I can't like. Oh well, what do you start off on? Like you can start it. You can start at number one, and work your way up. You're not. It's not going anywhere. The series has been like on hiatus for a while. Fucking part 8. Why Iraqi? Why do you have a life outside of your job?
Yeah, why can't you just keep drawing silly comic books forever?
You live to entertain me, bitch.
Cool.
Do more. Oh, the water one. What's it called?
Water.
Why is
Oh,
it?
Aqua Necklace.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, weird name. I don't even think it's after a band or anything.
It's. Uh, I think it has some practical use because when it gets inside you, it's pretty much game over.
I would argue it's a more practical Geb.
Oh yeah, cause it has pretty good range, doesn't it?
It's got good range. It's got the morphing thing, like it can disguise itself as other liquids. That's neat.
Wasn't a JoJo chapter released recently or translated? I think so. I remember read JoJo, I thought it was like another way of saying Jolene's name. I'm like, oh, I guess I'll put this in B tier, by the way.
Yeah, that's fine.
And the hand goes in
Oh
F
God,
tier. It's useful, useless, absolutely useless.
no.
Yes, F tier.
Are you shit talking my boy the Ham?
F tier. And Okuyasu is the worst character ever.
I hate you so much right now.
This okay. All jokes aside, this is going in S. I will not have you argue. This is not up for debate.
Yeah, no, it's easily S tier.
It is, it's Vanilla Ice.
Literally anyone else has that stand.
It's
They dominate.
it's Vanilla Ice, but it's a little bit more practical. Like you,
Yeah, you can actually see what you're erasing.
I mean, and Okuyasu's the best boy,
Yeah.
best friend of all time. He's my best friend forever.
I'm so upset that he only gets like 2 fights.
I sometimes forget that because of how like prominent he is. You know what I mean?
I mean, unless you count Superfly, which he's just sort of there for.
When I think of Superfly, all I think about is Alien Boy, who
Yeah,
might not be an alien. It's weird. JoJo is weird. It says something where Alien Boy is not on. Oh wait, yes he is.
Yeah.
I can't. Can I? It's debatable. Okay, what's next? I like. Oh, I love Bad Company.
Bad Company is cool.
It's. I would say it's more useful than because everything in B tier has practical uses. I think it. Because you basically have the power of an army, and
Yeah.
it's
It's
more.
not just like Emperor where you have like one gun, it's like you have many but the
And
thing is they're not that strong. Except for the artillery.
Oh yeah, but you imagine like mini drone strikes like on command. I put that in A
It's a
tier.
tough call.
Huh?
It's a tough call, I think.
I would put it because I'm debating on whether because the fact that I have Aqua Necklace in B tier and this one I'm considering putting in A tier, it still doesn't feel quite right.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't think it would be A tier material.
Maybe because I think it can be if you know what you're doing, and the fact that uh, Josuke was fighting in a closed-in space. Okay. I think
Yeah, like that was like one of the best possible situations for Bad Company to be in, and he still lost.
yeah. Oh, and the next one is. Can we just ignore the eggs?
Yeah, we can ignore the egg.
Okay. What's
Unless
this?
you want to just stick it in F tier where it belongs.
Oh well, let's get it off. Let's get it on my fucking site. Can't even kill us. Can't even kill a midget. Father Najima what?
That's
That
F tier.
that's not a stan. I don't think that's a. That's a.
No, it's
That's a
because
flesh
of the
bud.
flesh bud thing.
Yeah.
I mean, he had a stand. He was a stand user.
Was he?
Because he was hired by Dio. Yeah.
I can imagine Dio hiring people just without the. Now I think of, I can't imagine Dio hiring anyone.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure they mentioned that he had a stand.
No, I mean now I'm just talking about in general because like the way that he treats people once he finally wakes up and goes like start moving around the town trying to kill Joseph. Like I'm trying to imagine him like negotiating with people. You know what I mean? Like prices.
I mean, they do show that a couple times with him like recruiting people.
Remember in part 6 where it felt like they kind of rewrit his character just to make it more nuanced? It's weird. Like I like Dio in part 6, but it's like it doesn't feel like the Dio we knew. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
Oh, I love this stance so much.
Where are we at?
What's it? Red Hot Chili Pepper.
Oh yeah, Red Hot Chili Pepper. That's a good one.
I'm gonna put this in A class tier.
I don't know, man. Like,
the only thing that stopped him was the fact that, well, for one, he was fighting the hand. That's not fair.
I don't know. Like, it's definitely comfortable in A tier. I'm wondering if it should be bumped up to S tier.
What if you're fighting in an area that has no electricity, though?
That's fair.
Like, because I think what makes.
I mean, like, because electricity is just so ubiquitous in modern society, I feel like that doesn't really come into play often.
I think it would be more comfortable in A tier rather. S tier is where it's insanely practical no matter what circumstances.
Sure.
And this one, I think, if there's a hypothetical that doesn't involve another stand, I think it's fair to rule that in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The lock. I think the lock's kind of useful.
Really?
Kind of like I would put it in at least in. I would put it more useful than anything in F tier.
You have to feel guilty for the guy.
Like what? Yeah. What if you're like? What if this guy tries? What if he came across a fucking soci? What if he came across Kiriyoshi Kaga?
Or if, like, what happened with Josuke and Okuyasu happened, where they're just like, oh, he's bullshitting you, Koichi.
Yeah,
Don't pay this guy any fucking attention.
Yeah, but it's still like a living lie detector if it actually does work in those parameters. I'd say because there's no.
Again, it requires that you feel guilty for him, though.
But there's still.
I think that's a huge limitation.
I still the only argument I'm trying to make is that when it does work, there's a gain. It's of an F tier when it's nothing but a detriment to yourself or it's useless.
Sure.
So like, I'm trying to look at like what's in F tier right now.
It's definitely not an F tier. I wouldn't put it in F tier.
It's not. It's too, like you said, it's too situational. Ooh.
It's too situational to be any higher than like D tier, I think.
It's kind of weird to have echoes here like separately.
Well, the different acts of echoes do different things, so I'm fine with that.
I would put echoes part. I will put that in E tier.
Act 1 is pretty bad.
That I don't even know how that won. Honestly, it's because his mom was a neurotic weirdo.
It's like fucking. You punch someone and it makes them hear sounds.
Well, it could. I think that's kind of useful. Like, imagine like shouting in your ear.
It's annoying, really.
I think it's still like at least there's something resembling a positive. E tier is fair, I think. And it's fairly. It has a decent range too.
Yeah, the range is like pretty much the only good part of it.
No, I think because I remember there was also a moment where he was like trying to use it to like communicate where fucking psycho bitch had him kidnapped.
Right. But also when Psycho Bitch had him kidnapped and he tried to use it on her, it just didn't even work because she was just like, "Oh, fuck off."
The puppet. What was the puppet called? Surface.
Surface.
F tier because once the puppet's gone, it's over.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I'll bat for Surface a little bit. Like, I think being face to face with it is a lot less situational than something like the Lock.
I've always been curious about that. Like, why? Like, is it really only a one-time thing for that guy? Like, once the puppet...
I don't know, because he doesn't use it again, but it's also, like, destroyed, but it doesn't kill him, even though it probably should.
Honestly,
I don't know what the fucking deal with Surface is.
I think, I'm just operating on this, because he never uses it again. So I'm operating on the assumption that he can only use it once.
The fact that, like, his stand was destroyed and he didn't die, that's something.
Okay, so I think E is fair, because there's some gains there. Also, like...
I would be tempted to put it in at least, like, maybe C?
That's pretty high, man.
Because, like, again, you meet face-to-face with it, and it's, like, in a one-on-one situation, it's really strong, I think.
Was it?
Well, yeah, because it's, like, you come face-to-face with it, and you're, like, forced to mimic it. You have no control.
Oh,
that's pretty powerful.
I forgot about that ability.
It could make you kill yourself.
Oh, okay. Okay, put in C. I legit forgot about that part of the ability.
No, that's like the main draw. It's not just like, oh, it disguises it. If it was, then I would totally put it in like D tier.
I kind of wish
just for the fact that it can like make you kill yourself, I'd put it in at least C.
I kind of wish there was a moment where if there was something that kind of made like any puppet made by what's his face could be used.
Totally forget his name.
No one liked him. That's why.
Yeah.
I'm talking about within the.
Like, wow, I would never write a manga about you. Like, no, come on.
Come on, Akira. Akira, whatever you pronounce your name is. Araki. I say Akira. I like that show. That manga is better. Better than Jojo. Why are we doing this? I'm gonna make a Akira tier list. Best fucked up moments in Akira.
Everything is S tier.
What? Well, if there was a moment where, like, maybe he can use his abilities against Kira, Kira? Yeah. Like, maybe, like, make a duplicate of Jojo to distract him? Or some shit? I don't know.
Sure.
I'm just spitballing right here. Never mind me. So, where's, Love Deluxe by Crazy Bitch?
Probably, like...
I think it's practical.
C tier, maybe?
Yeah.
Well, maybe B tier.
I say B tier.
C or B.
Her hair is pretty sturdy when she uses it, right?
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it is just hair. But yeah, it's good hair.
Am I the only one that kind of felt uncomfortable with how quickly Suichi, like, he saw nothing wrong with falling in love with her?
Yeah, he just like came right around, huh? Oh, geez, I'm dead.
Well, are you playing a game?
Yeah.
What are you playing?
Doom.
Which one?
The 2016 one.
Ew.
I'm making a review comparing 2016 and Eternal, and I'm grabbing some footage right now.
But you need to compare it to the best Doom game, which is Doom 3. Yeah,
everyone loves Doom 3. That's the fan favorite.
Everyone loves flashlights that you have to take out before you start shooting again.
And unsatisfying shotguns.
A Doom game with a bad shotgun, kill yourself. Any FPS game with a bad shotgun is disgraceful.
Yeah, God, I fucking love shotguns.
It sounds... You know what is still my favorite shotgun in any game? Scarface, The World Is Yours. Like, being able to blow off people's limbs and shit like that is... Ugh.
So nice.
Okay,
right,
Echoes Part 2?
Love Deluxe? Oh, Echoes Act 2. I'd say that's...
It takes on the properties of the sound.
I like that the most out of the Echoes.
Yeah, I don't like Echoes Part 3 that much. I do like its Ebonics. Let's kill the whole...
Bitch.
I'll put it in... I'll put it... I wouldn't even put it... I'm considering B tier or A tier because having the ability to take on the properties of a word sounds very useful, and it
Or at least
sounds
an onomatopoeia.
yeah.
Like, that's the thing, is like we didn't really get much from it. I would have liked a bit more to see like what are the limits of its application. Because like Echo's Act 3, all it does is like free stuff, which isn't like, you know, that's useful, sure, but that's like all it does.
I'm sorry. What was Mattia says? Remember that one mobile ad with a guy people compared to Kira? No, I don't. You need tell me about that guy. I mean, that can only be a positive comparison. I don't know. From based on what we got, I think either B. I think B is fair. It's a lot.
Sure.
That's a big leap into like from E to B. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
And well, we'll get to Act 3 when we get to Act 3.
Pearl Jam.
Oh god, I love Pearl Jam so much. I love Tonio so much.
I
Like
really,
in everyday use, I would like, oh god, this stand would be so good.
maybe it doesn't help that I'm biased because
Like
I love
in
food.
combat, it's fucking worthless.
Okay,
But in everyday life, it would be so good.
I'll put it in A tier just for like it has practical uses in everyday life. I can't put it in S tier because
I don't know.
Are you sure?
I feel like in a situation like this, it would sort of be split down the middle, like maybe in C tier. Just because like everyday life it would be S tier, and in combat it would be like F tier.
Oh, true.
You know what I mean?
Can we have
sort of split the middle?
A marriage between the two and like have it B tier? Like yeah, I can imagine.
B-tier?
I can imagine it also being like having healing capabilities for like they could go to this guy.
Well, the thing is, like the healing capabilities only work if you, like, you know, cook a meal.
True.
And the way it's presented, it seems like you kind of need to he needs to see what's wrong with the person beforehand. So he can't just be like, "Oh, you're gut shot. Hold on, let me make you some fucking lobster ravioli."
That's I think okay. Because it also depends. Like the fact that the stand user also is an insanely good cook helps. But for an average Joe like me, that makes here's some franks and beans. Let me just put my stand in here. Invisible Baby F tier.
You know what? No. Let's not judge too harshly.
I'm throwing the baby out with the bathwater. I'm sorry, but I'm tish. I don't. Yeah, you're right.
Because like invisibility, good ability.
Oh, but it seems like I don't know. Is the fact that it's.
I feel like the inconsistencies
comes from the fact that it's a baby.
You can't really control it, is because it's a baby.
If you had actual like ability to control, I guess it's kind of useful. 1 second.
Like, yeah, if you can control it, which I'm assuming she's going to be able to do once she gets older, then yeah, that's a great ability.
I'm sorry. Can you give me 1 second? I'll be right back.
Yeah, no worries. I'll keep your stream entertained. How's the stream doing?
That's nice.
Doesn't the process hurt a lot? It's definitely
Cal's
graphic.
badgering me
I'm
about
not
wanting to be
sure
let
if
in.
it would be like...
I'm sorry. What
Hey, the invisible baby got to beat the strongest opponent in all of Part 4, Rock, Paper, Scissors Kid.
I really didn't like that battle.
No, that was dumb.
If the implication is that it can be controlled, if it had a better host, then I guess. I guess it is.
In at least like B tier.
Okay, fair enough.
Again, like good practical application in everyday life. You can go invisible. That's awesome.
Okay.
And then in combat, you can like sneak up behind someone, just fucking shoot them in the head, and you can turn matter invisible too. That's also really cool.
Okay, now let's get serious. Let's get serious, fish.
Right.
Fish man. Heaven's Door, S tier. I will not.
S tier.
This is not disputable. It's so
absolutely S tier.
It's so broken.
It is one of the most broken stands in the series, next to Gold Experience Requiem. I absolutely agree.
You can literally
no lower than S tier.
You can. Didn't he use it on himself before?
You can. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can.
You can
basically like rewrite reality.
It's so good. I wish I had something like this in my life.
I think that's like the reason Araki even put it in the story is just like, if I had a stand, it would be Heaven's Door.
Sit down, be quiet. Talking to the cat, sorry. Uh,
I mean, it effectively works like mind control in certain aspects. That's insane. That's really powerful.
fucking teaching Kyoichi, what was I saying?
Koichi.
Koichi. Teaching, I mispronounce everything. Koichi
It,
taught him
yeah,
Italian
it's like
by...
instantly teaching Italian. That's like Matrix shit. Like, oh, I know Kung Fu now, by the way.
Can you write immortal or immune to bites the dust into your face and it'll work? I think you can. Sit down. Be quiet. I always want to be pampered. Sit down.
You're really just getting... Okay.
Sorry. Rats.
Rats are pretty good.
I would put it in B tier.
Yeah, it's a similar situation to Emperor, I think.
The ability to melt your opponent with like darts. That's...
Oh, sure. Like, depending on where you hit them, you could easily, like, one-shot anyone from a distance.
They shoot someone in the throat and watch them fucking the esophagus collapse in on itself. Be like what's it called? That one stand that takes the form of some bubbling idiot. What was it called again?
The bubbling takes the form of bubbling. Wait, what?
I'm bumbling like almost like servile loser. The green thing. In part 6. The thing that keeps drooling.
Oh, Yo-Yo Ma?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get to that one. That one's Harvester. I'm sorry.
Harvest is fucking cool.
It has practical.
I feel like that would be a stand I would want.
It's so practical.
Yeah, like that. Like good in combat, like good in everyday application. Yeah, I would easily give that an A tier. It's not good enough to be S tier, I don't think, but yeah, A tier for sure.
You're you're still too helpless when it comes to being S tier. Killer Queen.
I think Killer Queen is S tier.
Really?
Oh,
well,
sure.
The ability to turn anything into a bomb, yeah.
One touch and you're dead. That's huge.
The only thing that kind of kept Kira from winning is the fact that he was so fucking arrogant.
And even if you don't factor in the whole one touch thing, where it's like, oh hey, long range, what do you?
You kind of cut. What was that? Whoa. What happened? Fish? I have no idea what just happened. Fish, it says Fish is still on. For some reason, I don't hear him anymore. Darn it. And the Jojo stream was going on, so... Oh, shit, sorry. Come back here. You wanted me to open the door, and now you're going. Fish. Oh, shit. So, fish stick on a stick. I'll have to cut this from the stream. Come on, come here. Come here, sit down, be quiet. You talk too much, Jinxie. You talk too dang darn much. If you don't shut the heck up, I'm going to beat the heck out of you. Do you understand me? Don't act like... I know your bowl's full. Don't touch me like that. I don't know where you've been. So a fuse blue for fish. He'll be back in shortly. No. Stay where you are. Stay where I can see you, mister. I keep forgetting that you're a boy. I've only had girl cats. Stop doing that. Okay, calm down. Come here. Come here, stupid. Big stinky idiot. You big stinky boy. Big stinky fella, come here. Why are you being this way? Why are you the way you are? No, don't kiss me. Yeah, I don't know where you've been. Lay down. Okay, hold on. Hold on. The JoJo stream got derailed, but I gotta play with this darn cat. He's an old boy, but he wants attention badly. That's why I try to kick him out of the room before the stream starts, because he always wants me to pet him. The only problem is that he doesn't know. He's one of those cats that kind of bites out of habit, even when he's like having a good time. Got the stick I like to rub him with. I really know how to handle this pussy. I handle this pussy like no other. I handle it like I handle your mother. No, don't bite that. No, don't bite that. So, 'twas I. So let's talk about politics, everyone. Enough about this Jojo shit. Let's be adults here. We're talking about real serious political matters. Okay. Again, sorry everyone. Fish Stick on a Stick had some problems. He owed money to the cartel and he refused to pay, but you know, these things happen sometimes. But why are you swiping at me? I didn't do anything to you. Stop. Can you back up away from my feet? Hold on, let me put someone on screen. Oh, you wait for Fish to reconnect. No, I think I know what will break up the monotony. If I get this cat to leave me alone just for a little bit. Come on. Come on, back up. Back up. I don't want you near my feet. I'm serious, back up. Come on. Oh, Dolphin, get out of here. No, you don't have to leave. Just stay right here, away from my feet. Let's watch some videos. Some fun videos. Won't that be dapper? Gonna watch some fun videos full of fun times with all the children. Sit down. Sit down. Please sit down. No. Go. I just need you to sit right there. Sit right there. Okay? I'm not asking you to leave. I just need you to stay in one place. No, I don't want you near my legs. I love you too, but you gotta be over here. Let's react to Fish Stick on a Sticks video. My ears.
I've made no bones about my stance on the squirt shot across several videos on this
That's a good point, Fish.
However, it's difficult to go into detail on just why the squirt shot is so broken when my current preoccupation is talking about another weapon entirely. So this is it. The squirt shot is finally getting the dissection it deserves from the guy who probably hates it the most.
Oh, wonderful.
Let's talk about why the squirt shot is evil.
Well, my rebuttal to that, Fish, is that you're bitch
For
made.
starters, let's clarify what the squirt shot even does. Like its flare gun contemporaries, the squirt shot will ignite players it hits for the maximum afterburn damage that TF2
That's a
allows.
good point.
It deals slightly less damage than the flare gun. More precisely, it deals
That's a good point,
35%
Fish.
less damage, which equates to 20 damage on hit. Upon hitting an enemy directly, it will also inflict a stun lock effect on them, killing their momentum and bopping them up in the air slightly.
I need to find something else to react to. Any interesting videos out there? Boo. Trying to think of some interesting videos out here. Oh, Mr. Beast. He's so entertaining. Oh yeah, I forgot to yeah. Jake Paul dominates Ben Askren. That uh, you know, it's not easy being a fan of MMA. Because there's kind of dips and valleys when it comes to popularity of MMA, and some of the best people to represent, the sport. They also end up being the people that embarrass us the most as fans. People that you really want to respect because of their athletic ability, but they're just so cancerous and so toxic that they end up making the fans look bad. And, like I'm talking about people like John Jones. And then you have someone like Ben Askren, for the most part, it seems like a relatively nice guy. An accomplished. Let me look up his accomplishments actually. I'm pretty sure he's like more accomplished than I'm even giving him credit for. The fuck? I forgot Ben Askren. I think he's relatively up in age. At a two-time NCAA Division National 1 champion, four-time finalist, two-time Big 12 Conference champion, four-time finalist for the Missouri Tigers. The second wrestler to secure multiple Dan Hodge trophies. Is that Danny Hodge? I think it's someone else. No, I think it is Danny Hodge. Yeah, my boy. I forgot that he passed away like last year. He's also a world champion in submission wrestling. Like, this dude is like a legit pedigree. He's got like, look at this. And let me see who's got some decent wins under his belt. Like TKO, TKO, TKO. Like, people thought like he was gonna be a bigger deal than people assumed. Like, Bellator, he was a one champion for a while. I think the welterweight champion. Defended it a few times. And that fight against Damian Maia, like, it wasn't like as one-sided as it could have been. And now, oh, sorry, fish. Oh shit. Whoa!
I'm back.
You sound like a robot for a second.
Oh. I'm here.
You sound like a robot. Yeah, I was talking about MMA while you were gone.
Okay.
About Jake Paul knocking the fuck out of a multi. I don't know if you can see the stream right now. I'm looking at his pedigree. He's got 7 gold medals and 4 silver medals in wrestling.
Yeah.
And again, this dude, you will forever be known as the guy who got knocked out by Jake Paul. And hold on, let me look that up actually. Ben Askren kid.
Am I still robot-y?
Yeah, sorry. No, that's when Jorge Masvidal knocked him out.
Any better?
Oh, that's much better.
Okay, good.
I'm trying to find a gif of Ben Askren getting knocked out because I remember I saw a small clip of the impact, but it was in slow-mo. But stop. Can you sit down and be quiet? Just be quiet for a minute, okay?
Did this actually fucking save?
Oh, what? Save.
The video I was recording.
Oh, Lord.
Because if it didn't, then I have to replay basically the entire game again.
Oh no, I have to play Doom. That game sucks.
I think I got corrupted.
Oh,
Damn it.
Oh, sorry to hear.
Yeah, this isn't playing. Great.
Kind Okay, wait a minute. So open scene is good. I'm trying to find that scene. Where is there a note? Okay, Jake Paul. Because I saw the gif of it and it didn't look like that punch that knocked out Ben really like fully connected. And I'm hoping to God, like I think it would be more shameful to take a dive against Jake fucking Paul than it is to be knocked out by him.
Right.
Because at least Jake Paul's not a terrible boxer. So getting knocked out by him, well, it's embarrassing to get knocked out by a Paul brother, I guess. It's not like out of the realm of possibility, you know what I mean?
Sure.
Enhancing this dude's like portfolio by like taking a dive, I would lose all respect for this dude, considering especially the pedigree he has.
Yeah.
Like he's a legit like collegiate wrestler. He represented this country. If he like took a dive, he can go fuck himself. I hope that's not the case. So how are you doing? Does that happen often?
Usually when the toaster oven is on.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I know exactly what we had a situation like that. For us, it was a microwave.
Yep. Anyways, where were we? Killer Queen?
Yeah, Killer Queen. We were talking about how it basically... The only thing that stopped Kira Yoshikawa from winning was the fact that he was so damn arrogant.
Yeah, the way I see it, at close range, it's a one-shot. At long range, he has sheer heart attack.
True.
And, hang on, let me see the tier list. Is it factoring in Bites the Dust, or is that its own separate thing?
Bites the Dust is...
Bites the Dust is its own separate thing.
Can we can also do it right now.
Oh, wait, sheer heart attack is also its own separate thing.
Bites the Dust... I don't know, the thing with Bites the Dust is that... It's complicated, because Bites the Dust is also like one of those other things that I think only someone with Kira's mindset would be okay with constantly having his like thing reset, his life reset. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean that's only until he turns it off.
But it's also one of those things. Well, I think he only through context clues understood that what was happening.
Right.
So if you had this and you had like you weren't as smart as Kira, you could like be stuck in a loop and not be in the know of it.
Well, I think the loop only occurs if you keep killing people.
True.
Because like when Rohan dies the second time, then it's just like, oh, it keeps going until he kills pretty much everyone else. And then once he figures that out, he's just like, oh, okay, I'll deactivate it once they all die. And then, you know, they're dead forever.
What happened, like, why was, what's his name? The little kid.
Hayato?
Why was he locked out of the loop? Why did he know what was happening? I forgot.
Because, Bites the Dust was attached to him.
Oh, you can attach it to a certain... Right.
Yeah, you have to attach it to a non-stand user. I'd say that's the biggest weakness of Bites the Dust, actually.
What if you could attach it to yourself? Like, how broken would that be? Where you'd be able to actually remember it before it resets time. You need to chill out. Sit down, please. This cat's driving me bananas. And I ain't got no bananas, despite how good they are when it comes to potassium.
Killer Queen is here. Alright, what's next? Cinderella? Cinderella, I think, is F tier.
Didn't fucking save her. I don't know, like, it can be useful if you want to flee the country.
Well, can it change her face?
Like, it's only useful for other people. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing, is like... You can change your enemy's face, which is not that useful.
Okay,
Yeah, F tier.
So,
Bad.
okay, what was it? Sheer heart attack, right.
Yeah, sheer heart attack.
I put it in...
If we're counting it as separate from Killer Queen, even then, I might still put it in S tier.
Because...
it couldn't be broken. Even Star Platinum couldn't.
How did they get rid of...
Time stop.
How did they get rid of it again?
Koichi Act 2 used, or Echoes Act 2 made a sizzle sound because it was attracted to heat,
Hmm.
since it's like a heat-seeking missile.
It's one of those things where even the only, because we're also like, again, we're divorcing the stand user from the stand. We're also making it in a practical fight, maybe even against non-stand users. How are you going to beat this thing?
You can't do it.
So like, yeah, S tier is fair.
Like, even if fucking Koichi managed to get, like, okay, pretty much the hand and cream could stop it.
Hmm.
That's like the only things on this list that could stop it, and they're also in S tier. So yeah, S tier.
Oh, what about Echoes Act 3?
Act 3? Oh, that's fair, because it like, well, it slowed it down, but I'm talking about, like, stop it permanently.
No, I mean,
You
like,
know, like, destroy it.
I mean, like, I've moved on to Echoes Act 3. What do you think of it?
Oh, C tier?
I think
Yeah.
it's not as useful. It's still useful, but not as useful as Act 2 was.
Yeah.
But it has...
Like, it makes stuff heavy. That's all it does.
It has a colorful vocabulary, though.
It does. It do.
Let's kill the whole
it's a nice
biatch! Man,
It's a nice little homie to have by your side.
I'm about to bust a cap in this bitch-ass serial killer.
Yeah.
Kira's dad's thing, F.
Adam Hartfather. Well, it's the picture thing. Like, you can trap enemies in pictures.
Oh yeah, I
That's
forgot about that.
something.
Because he
Yeah.
spent wait a minute, how... Okay, wait. Did he
But
have
they
to...
stop him by just taking a picture of him and trapping him inside his own picture.
So you're kind of helpless to it either way.
Yeah.
Okay, F tier.
And like, yeah.
It's a worse version of Jill's stand, the Hangman.
I'd say it's a worse version of Man in the Mirror, actually.
What was Man in the Mirror again?
It traps you inside the mirror.
Oh, right, from part 5.
Yeah. Because, like, with Man in the Mirror, Illuso basically has to be the one that lets you in or out. With fucking Adam Hartfather, you could just do what they did, and it's really easy. Like, even a non-stand user could do that.
True. What? Okay, boy to man. This is only useful against a stand user.
Incredibly situational. I would put it. I would put it in E tier.
Because there is some gains. It's also based on luck too.
Yeah, it's worthless if you don't rock paper scissors them.
Can he, like? I'm pretty sure. Was it just rock paper scissors?
Yeah, it's just rock paper scissors.
And also, can you only have one stand? Like, can you steal multiple stands? That would be interesting.
If you could, then yeah, that's interesting. But again, it's so situational.
Imagine,
like, it's only good if you rock paper scissors them.
And they can imagine.
They could just ignore you.
Again, if this kid had ran into someone like Kiriyoshi Kaga, and tried to steal his...
like, rock, paper, scissors? Try bomb.
I'll blow you the fuck up. Ooh.
Like, I'm looking at all the things in this list, and it's just like, fuck, dude.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Everything beats them. Earth, Wind, and Fire?
I would put that in A tier, right next to Yellow Temperance.
I'm not sure.
Cause I think it's a little bit more versatile. You can transform into objects too. Well, we never see him transform into people.
The thing is, he can't transform into anything stronger than himself. So that's a huge limiter compared to Yellow Temperance. Also, and it basically has no offensive capabilities.
I also have to bear in mind, like, the fact that what about all that, being able to run really fast? But that's because the guy is not normal.
Well, maybe.
We don't know. We don't. And Iraqi's not gonna tell us anytime soon.
I'd put it in C tier. I think that's fair. Right alongside Pearl Jam, sort of same.
Okay.
Same sort of.
Pearl Jam?
Yeah, like right up there with Pearl Jam. It would be useful in everyday situations, I think. But in combat, it's not the best.
Unless
you want to like fake someone out with some kind of transformation. But even then, again, that's situational C tier.
Now we're getting into foot fetishes.
Oh, fucking Highway Star. Dude, I love Highway Star.
I don't understand the feet. The sniffing feet.
How can my feet smell if they don't have a nose?
I will put it in A tier.
I don't know. I'd be tempted for S.
Hmm.
It has... It says it has no weakness.
Hmm.
It is on you. If Josuke didn't have a motorcycle, fucking dead.
And what happened to... Didn't it capture Rowan? What did it do to him? Like, it was just holding him down?
It, like, drains you of your life force.
So it can heal the user, right?
Yeah.
But I'm wondering, like, how... Is it at all potent
Like,
if you're not
it's
injured?
long range. It's automatic. It's pretty devastating. Like, a couple feet get on you, fucking... You're toast.
Hmm.
No, I fucking love Highway Star so much. I really want to put it in S tier.
I think it's
Like,
also... I think I'm also trying to think about it from... I have a lot of...
From the perspective of some of the guys that are, like, on the list,
Mm-hmm.
like, Star Platinum doesn't stand a chance against this thing, I don't think. Not unless it's in close range.
You would have to...
Temperance,
You would also have to know where he is.
yep, it could sniff out J-Guile. It could...
I don't know. Hmm. How would it do against Justice? That's a...
Justice.
I think those
Well,
two
again,
are...
all it has to do is bypass the user.
Hmm.
Okay? Or bypass the stand to get to the user. It starts giving Enya the big suck, and
Yeah.
she's just done.
I think... Yeah, I think S tier. Because also, it's not the most versatile, but it's so effective. It's effective enough. I think it's
a
like...
highly effective special.
It's a more restrained Notorious B.I.G. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Except you don't have to die for it.
Like, as opposed to Star Platinum, who's like a really good generalist, I'd say that Highway Star is a really good specialist.
Oh, here we are. Stray Cat. My boy.
Stray Cats.
That... I would put it in A tier.
Mm.
Like, it's... Being able to shoot compressed air at you and, like, shoot it directly into your veins to stop your heart.
Sure.
But it's... If he wasn't a flower... Like, if it was a normal human that had this ability...
Like,
Because the fact that he was rooted to the ground...
Like, yeah, if it was a normal person who had that, I'm not sure.
I think it would have been more devastating.
Basically just an airbender. And airbending is overpowered as fuck. Yeah, A tier's fine.
Airbender, if it was like Aang was... This is the fucking PG version of Avatar Airbender where Aang's like killing people.
Yeah.
Ooh. Well, I think that people would actually prefer that, you know, if he killed Philo Ozer instead of making up some magical bullshit. Oh, Superfly.
F tier.
Yeah, it's nothing but a detriment to yourself. It's a good thing that the guy who like had that stand was such a cool guy too.
Wait, are you saying F tier?
Oh, what did you say?
I say S tier.
Are you sure? You're trapped.
Dude, it's fucking invincible.
But you're trapped. It's nothing but a detriment to yourself.
Dude, the stand exists even after you die. If we're judging purely by the stand, that's insane. It reflects all damage. It's fucking invincible.
Yeah, but also you'd have to... Okay, well, I think getting people to get up to Superfly is also a detriment to itself. Like, the whole point of Superfly is to kind of get it off of yourself. And who's, like, the guy you're fighting, who's to say that he can't just trick someone else to, like, okay, like, you trick someone to coming into Superfly, another stand user, you get off of it, and then they trick someone else, and then they come after you, and you don't have a stand to protect yourself.
Again, I'm judging it purely by the stand. Like, if you were the user, sure, it would suck, but the stand itself is fucking unstoppable.
I mean, it is.
How do you stop a big pylon?
But to be fair, like, there are stands that are also unstoppable that, like, are a direct hindrance to yourself, too.
Well, the
Like,
example I would go for there is Notorious B.I.G, but even then, I would still put in a case that it would be S tier.
I think Notorious B.I.G. is a little bit different, if only because, like,
Like it's more active rather than passive.
yeah,
Well,
and it keeps
that would be the
growing.
thing. Is like this is the ultimate passive stand.
That's true. Okay, what's... I think you sold me. Hold on, let me see what it... Enigma. Oh, that's the dude that, like, traps people into books or whatever?
Yeah, it like turns people into paper if you figure out their fear. That's pretty situational, but it's also pretty powerful.
I put it in S tier. Well, not S...
I'm not sure if I would put that in S tier. Maybe B tier. I
because
feel like he slots well in B.
it's also, like, like, you have to really go out of your way to, like, really probe their minds. And if you're not good at that, you're kind
of
of...
find out what they're afraid of. And if you can't do that, like if you can't make them afraid, then that's you've basically got nothing.
If you look like a prissy fucking... Like... if you look like the guy... Like, if anyone had seen him in person, aside from Jojo's, like, you know, Josuke's mom, I don't think anyone would be that afraid of him. Like, you don't look intimidating at all.
I mean, you can turn objects into paper, and that's really cool.
Oh, you
Again,
can?
that's useful.
I forgot.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting. It's been a long time since I've seen read part 4.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he like turns a cab into paper. He turns a gun into paper. Like it's definitely versatile. I think it sits comfortably in B tier.
I would actually, I would argue if you can use, if you had told me that, I would have bumped it up to A tier, honestly. Like being able to like hold on to that for further future use seems incredibly useful.
Right.
I don't know what. Cause I only remembered the whole scare people into turning into paper thing.
Right.
I don't know. I need to reread some of the series.
he can turn on. Cheap Trick is F tier.
Yeah, it is.
Cheap Trick would be the worst stand to have.
It is it's just a curse. It's basically a worse version of what Jotaro's mom had.
Yeah.
Another one bites the dust. F tier, S tier rather. You mean?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
It's not. I mean, I think like it's a little bit more situational, but if you again, I think it also depends on the mindset. If you're smart enough to understand what's happening, you can't lose with it.
Like the case of being near a non-stand user is like more often the case than not. Even in Jojo, where it's like everyone's a fucking stand user.
True. And what's that weird thing now?
All you have to do is find that one person, give them the conditions, and it's like, bam, reset.
What's this one?
That is Rohan's Gucci bag.
Why is it here?
I don't know. It's from like a spin-off or something.
I'm looking at it's not listed here.
Yeah, it's from a spin-off.
We're ignoring
spin-offs. Under light
spin-offs.
novels or miscellaneous.
I have not seen any of the spin-offs. I should, but you know.
Yeah, so
until
I think what it does is like you put something in it, and then it gives you something of equal value, so it's like equivalent exchange.
I want to, cause I trusted that you're right about that, but I don't know if I haven't seen it myself. I feel like it wouldn't be right to rate it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you could just put it down there with all the Part 8 characters. That's fine.
Yeah, put it down with the Part 8 characters and the garbage where it belongs. Because Part 8 sucks. I don't know anything about Part 8.
Part 8 sucks.
I don't. I bet it's good. I read a little bit of it to start off, and the new Jojo has 4 balls. That's great.
Yeah. Gold Experience. I mean,
it's
a hard line between A and S.
I would argue putting in an S because like it's like the healing ability of Crazy Diamond, except you can use it on yourself.
Yeah, it hurts, but you can use it on yourself. And it takes longer.
The ability to create life too, like it's so like to be able to
reflect the life damage back at other people.
It's so
and the time dilation thing, and it's decently strong on its own.
I think S tier's warranted.
Yeah, yeah.
It's also one of those things where if I wanted this in everyday life and at the same time in a fight, I will want everything in S tier. Well, except Superfly. I stand by not wanting Superfly though. The stand itself is like, as you said, like ultimate passive, but nah, you can keep that, homie.
I feel like Gold Experience doesn't quite beat all of the stuff that's in S tier, but I would say it's better than almost everything in A tier.
I would say like it depends on how you use it. I think again
Again, I think it's riding that line between S and A.
the ability to create life.
Yeah. Like, that's versatile. You can't deny it.
Oh, Zipper Man,
Zipper.
Sticky Fingers,
Sticky boy.
Dorito
I would
Fingers.
say A tier.
It's like I didn't. I remember thinking how like, oh man, this stand is kind of like lame, and then you know
Like,
we get
it's kind
shown.
of a Polnareff situation where Bruno really makes the most of it
Oh yeah,
for being such a simple ability.
him being able to unzip other people's limbs off, that is, and that leads to
Like,
one.
zips his own hard cap.
We
That's sick.
we saw it led to one of the best moments in the entire series, the torture dance.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say A tier for Sticky Fingers for sure.
Oh, Black Sabbath.
I fucking love Black Sabbath, dude.
It looks so cool too. Hmm.
And it's like a one shot if it grabs you.
It
So cool.
it only has but it only has one job, and that's to fucking stab you with the arrow.
Yeah, but if it stabs you with the arrow, that's a one shot.
Unless you're like a potential stand user.
Yeah. But even then, it's just
Are we talking about like this offensively? Because I don't think.
offensively, yeah. Because like, again, I would put it in sort of a similar category to Highway Star. Like long range, basically like well, except it has a weakness, so I would probably put it in A tier.
I think my only contention is that, like, I'm trying to envision this using this in a confrontation, a fight. And I can't tell. I can't really tell if that was its sole purpose or that's just how it was being used. You know what I mean?
Right.
Cause it feels like it was just mostly used as a testing item. Like
Yeah. It wasn't used for combat, to my knowledge, but even then, like, it was putting up a fight.
I think that someone even broke down the test was perfect. Like if you were resourceful enough to keep the flame on the lighter lit long enough that means that you're resourceful and we can use you as a grunt on a practical level. If you kept the flame out and you managed to survive Black Sabbath, something. If you didn't, if a flame got put out and you get stabbed by the arrow and you become a stand user, we can still use you. If you died, well, then we don't lose anything.
Yeah. So it's like, obviously good for that test, but I'm just thinking, like, in terms of a good fighting thing. Like, and even then, it got dissipated by the sun. Pulpo didn't even notice.
Oh yeah, he's not affected by. Then again, I don't know.
So it's sort of a similar case to Surface, where it's like the stand can be destroyed and the user doesn't even care. So yeah, I think A tier is fine.
Doesn't it, like, when Pulpo like shot himself by accident? Well, when he got suicided to death. You saw the shadow of Black Sabbath behind him, right? So this thing could keep coming, even after the sun comes up.
Yeah.
So I guess that its persistence makes it S tier alone.
I'm not sure about S tier, just because, like, unlike Highway Star, it does have a weakness, which is the sun.
Ooh, Soft Machine.
Soft Machine is also really good for the same one-shot reason.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it stabs you once and you just deflate.
And you're still alive too. Like he takes you off. I think the idea was that he was going to take them all off to be interrogated.
Yeah.
And so he can reinflate you too.
He easily killed them.
I'll put it in A tier.
Yeah, I think that's another good candidate for A tier.
That whole battle confused the hell out of me when I read it for the first time.
Yeah, because the boat is inside the boat, and it's like, what the fuck is he?
Wait, okay, it was inside. Okay, was it inside the boat or was it like layered on top of the boat?
Something like that. I don't fucking know, dude.
I do love. Part 5 is one of my favorites.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Oh, fucking what's it called? Moody Blues.
Moody Blues is really cool, but it's not the best stand.
It's not. I think it has a lot of practical uses, but
A lot of practical uses, sure, but in terms of combat,
you're
not
dead.
good.
You're fucking dead.
I would put it in
C tier.
yeah, C tier. Yeah, C tier.
It's insanely like it's kind of like Red Hot Chili
It's
Peppers.
I
Like
would say it's in a Pearl Jam situation where it's like fantastic everyday use, like even more so than Pearl Jam, I would say, because it's like Abakio used it to fly a plane, and
oh
that's fucking awesome.
Sex Pistols.
Um,
I'm too biased because I can't separate the stand from the personalities of the stand itself. You know what I mean?
I mean, Sex Pistols is awesome, but
I would rather
what if you
have
don't have a gun?
I would rather have Hull Horse.
Yeah, because like it feels like a worse version of Emperor, honestly.
But but those little guys can also run reconnaissance.
Hmm,
I
that's fair, but also like
and I think
don't know,
it has some
man.
pretty good range too. Cause I think they were pretty far from from how do I not remember one of my favorite characters' names?
Mista.
I need something's wrong with my brain. Mista. I think they were pretty far from Mista when he was in trouble.
I don't know. I still feel like it's just a worse version of Emperor.
Would it be like a soft B at least?
Mm,
I
I'm
think
not sure if it's enough for me.
hmm,
'Cause
I
again,
it's one of those things where
first of all, what if you don't have a gun?
it's
What
very
if you just don't have a gun?
it's kind of situational too, like you said.
Yeah.
Did they live in the gun or could he like conjure them anywhere?
Um, I think he could conjure them anyway.
'Cause I remember they were
But they
like
just like stayed inside the gun for most of the time.
and six kept getting picked on. No, not six.
Yeah.
Was six or five?
Five, I think.
Five because he was getting picked on because he would have been four.
I think so. Yeah. I'm fine with C tier.
All right, now let's just talk about how great Mista is for a second. He's awesome. I love him.
Sure.
He's best boy. I love almost every single character in Part 5.
Oh, fucking craft work, dude.
Craft
Craft work is so cool.
Is that the one where you can like freeze items in place?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Dude, I fucking love craft work.
like the bullet hits him and it stops like as soon as it makes contact with his body.
Yeah.
Mm.
Or if it makes contact with the stand, which it can because the stand is fast as fuck. Like imagine it got in a fight with fucking Star Platinum, it just freezes Star Platinum in place. Fight's over.
A tier or
He
S
wins.
tier?
Oh god.
Because it still requires being hit once.
And like the fact that he can like build up energy on things that he taps and like send it right back at the other person. Oh, that's so good.
I think the fact that he's still partially vulnerable keeps it from being completely S tier.
I don't know, cause he's not. Cause the thing is, like he got shot in the fucking head twice,
And the
he
bullet
still lived.
Well, it's because the bullet like stopped like the moment it make like any real contact, it's like stopped in place. But he still's injured.
Yeah. Sure, he's still injured.
So theoretically, you could
like-
keep shooting him in the same place, and eventually the bullet's gonna push through, unless he digs it
Yeah,
out.
eventually. But it's like, oh, dude, it's so good.
So it's either A or S.
I'm tempted to put that in S.
Hmm.
I'm not sure if it's good enough for S, but like it's another one where it's riding that line.
Do you think it could beat any of the things in S? Well,
Okay, not Seth.
I think
Not Ursetan, not Cream.
definitely.
Crazy Diamond, yes. Maybe not the Hand. Not
Not Heaven's Door.
Not
No.
Killer Queen.
No.
It
Then
could
again,
stop your heart attack.
could it like is it automatic?
Craftwork?
Yeah. Because it could be Heaven's Door if it's automatic to the point where even like the moment he like touches his cheek to draw on it, his hand stops. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean,
To write on it, excuse me. I don't know. Some things are like only speculation.
okay, maybe A tier, just because like so many of the things in S tier aside from maybe like sheer heart attack and gold experience, I don't think it could be. But
Next.
it's a high A tier.
Okay. Next is Little Feet, with the power to gradually shrink you.
It's too slow for it to be that high.
I put it in C tier, if only because it's nothing but a gain effect.
Sure, sure.
It just takes too long to really make practical use. Like, they have plenty of time to, like, recoup.
Yeah.
Ooh, Aerosmith.
Aerosmith is really good. It's like
It's kind of like,
I put it in the same vein as Bad Company.
Yeah,
or,
I was going to say.
Emperor.
It's a little bit better. I would say it's a little bit better than Bad Company. Because there's
Yeah,
had
just
so much range.
The tracking capability, the range, yeah. So
And it's definitely
the
like...
strength of the bomb, the bullets is like way higher than Bad Company's. I put it in A tier.
I think that's fair. It's diverse enough to... Like, you can literally be in any situation and there's no negative repercussion. The only negative repercussion that he faces was completely situational, and, you know, the fight between Metallica and King Crimson.
Yeah.
I like how I don't know their names well enough to actually use their names, so I use their stand names. I'm horrible with names. I know you didn't notice, so I felt the need to say it.
Yeah.
What is this?
Man in the Mirror.
Okay,
Honestly, making the case, S tier.
yeah. It's very, very situational. It's like, again, the Hangman. It feels like,
Here's the thing. If you get pulled into the mirror, done. You are done.
Isn't it just
the only
one
reason he kept any of them alive is because he was trying to interrogate them.
Is there any, like, does it have to be a specific mirror, or can it be any reflective surface?
Any mirror, I think.
I just prefer...
So as long as you keep a mirror with you, like, on you at all times, you're good.
It's also the fact that you're vulnerable, like, still relatively... Like,
again, like, he was inside the mirror.
They couldn't use their stands in the mirror,
when
right?
When he got Fugo. Because, like... Luzo was inside the mirror when he grabbed Fugo and pulled him in, so like you could just stay in there.
We don't talk about Fugo, that fucking pussy. I hate him. You never...
Speaking of Fugo,
Purple Haze.
Purple Haze, another S tier, I would say.
How broken it is, and like if you get hit once, you're done.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It kills you in fucking seconds.
Didn't Joe, like... Well, he had a move that was specifically enabled him to, like, combat it. Or combat the effect of the poison.
Did you put Man in the Mirror in F tier?
Yeah.
I was making the case for S tier.
No. F tier.
Why?
It sucks, and you suck for liking it.
Are you... You get pulled into the mirror, you're done.
You suck.
Okay, well, put Purple Haze in S tier then.
Okay, I'll put it... you said put Purple Haze in C tier?
Oh no.
And you can only find...
Put it in D tier, you said?
And there's like, what, 5 missing?
Turtle Boy. That's the name of the stand.
Yeah.
Turtle Man.
Yeah.
Turtle. It's called Mr. President, what?
Wow, bro. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's the greatest thing ever. I would put it in E tier.
Yeah, E or D, maybe.
It's kind of useful.
It's useful, yeah.
It's a good storage unit, and I love turtles.
Well, here's the thing. I feel like it's more useful to other people than it is for yourself.
Like, okay, if hypothetically, if this is my stand, I would have a gem on my body, right?
Right.
Well, I think that's still kind of useful, because then I can store stuff with it myself. But then again,
that's fair.
Then again, how would I get it out?
I think it just kind of like pull it out.
Okay, I'll put it E tier for use. It's not useful in a fight. No, then again, I could put a gun in myself. But what if I shoot the inside of my room? Would it hurt me?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I like Beach Boy.
Beach Boy is so good.
I would put it somewhere between A and B. It's one of those stands that it's only as useful as the person using it.
I don't know, like
Being able to
the fact that
You don't even know
pull
which
through
one's
like
left. You're supposed to-
going through solid matter to retrieve what you want.
yeah.
That's not good.
Didn't he try that with to pull out someone's organ or something? Like he tried.
Yeah, you could just yank out someone's heart.
What if he had bad aim though?
Well,
'Cause he seemed like he was experienced in using it.
he went for their arms and just let the hook travel through their bodies and get to their heart. Like,
Dude,
I'm definitely leaning towards A tier.
Yeah, I think A tier is fair.
And it reflects damage back at the attacker.
It does?
Oh yeah, if you try and hit the line to break it, it just reflects the damage straight back at you.
Oh, that's insanely useful. Okay.
Yeah, A tier for sure.
Well,
you want to sing?
what was the one with the eyes? Grateful Dead.
Do you want-
Grateful
Oh,
Dead is also really good.
That's the one that makes you age and rot, right?
I was singing.
Yeah.
Oh. I can't help but feel that this
Again, that's
Because
was this a mirror version of Purple Haze almost?
when I got arrested.
kind of.
Uh,
Second time.
Or no, it's more of a mirror version of Satan.
I think it's useful because I think you can also control who gets affected by it, right?
It's based on temperature.
Oh, temperature.
If you're colder, then you don't age. But
Hmm.
if you grab someone with Grateful Dead, it ages them almost instantly.
Between S and A, then.
I would say A, just because the cold weakness is a pretty
It's
major one.
it's something that can be circumvented,
Yeah.
and the ones in
But,
S tier are ones that
I
cannot
feel
be
the fact
easily
that if you grab
overcome.
someone, pretty much, yeah. Or at least ones with abilities that are so strong that they basically just completely fuck it over.
Okay.
Now it's the one.
Yeah. I would say A.
Yeah.
What was the name of the one where the guy had to you had to be impregnated to get the stand?
Babyface.
Yeah, the rape stand, as I call it.
Yeah, Babyface is really good.
I-
Because it's
There's so much setup for it though, and you have to find.
That's true, but you're safe while you do it.
Are you?
Yeah, because he was all the way over on a train, and just chilling the fuck out.
I also have to bear in mind that you also have the advantage of. I'm also oh, what if they find you? It's how would they know that I'm responsible for this?
Yeah, exactly. All I am is a dude with a computer.
The only thing that keeps me from putting in an S tier is the long setup and the circumstances that you need in order to get it done. But I think it's A tier material.
Yeah,
But basically,
absolutely.
you're making the perfect assassin to kill someone, and you also have
You
to
can make as many as you want.
you have to incubate it in
That's
people
the
too.
thing. Once the first one died and Giorno beat it, he was just alright, time to make another one. And if Giorno didn't send a snake back to him, he'd have just done it. And that would have been a constant threat throughout the entire part.
But I don't think I'd be able to use it because I'm not an assassin, you know what I mean? And I wouldn't okay, to use this you need to kill one woman. Oh,
Want to go to sleep?
Well,
I guess I'll never use it. Oh, you're a bad person. Oh, White Album. I love White Album.
White Album is so good.
It's kind of broken
Yeah.
because
Freezing the very air around you is ridiculous.
and that armor that surrounds you the entire time.
Yeah, basically being bulletproof.
A or S?
Another A tier, I think.
Okay. I don't really think there's not much in the way of except for that one slit on the back of your neck. I think that was where I think you need that in order to breathe or something like that.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird because
Even then, that was still bulletproof.
true.
Once he closed it up.
Oh, Emperor Crimson.
Emperor? You mean Kingpin?
Emperor
Subtitle reader.
Zawaldo. Yes.
Um,
Why do people? Can I ask a question? Why is it a running joke where people don't know what it does?
because the translations for the manga were really bad for a long time.
I read the translations and I understood what it did.
No, like the really bad translations.
Oh.
Like almost Part 4 Duang levels.
Oh, okay, I see. I like how I remember reading the one of the translations for Part 4 I read. I think it came like significantly after like a significant amount of time after the shitty ones were put out, but they still kept Dwayne because it was such like so iconic.
Yeah.
Okay, King
I
Crimson.
think it counts Epitaph with King Crimson, so
I say S tier.
God.
But it's also the fact that you know when it comes to you compare this to Star Platinum and the World or Zarworld,
Right.
and it doesn't. There's no combos needed. Just one shot and you're dead.
Right. But here's the thing, like I would say that Craftwork is in a way better than Star Platinum or the World, but I wouldn't put it in S tier.
Hmm. So are you saying
I
that?
might argue the same for King Crimson because like I'm looking at all this stuff in S tier, and except for maybe Gold Experience, I'm not sure.
I think what puts it
Gold
up.
Color Queen, I suppose.
I think when I put it a tier above the A tier is also the fact that the most
Right,
of burn
I think it's another one that like rides the line really close, but sure, I'd be fine with it in S tier.
it like the ability to like stop not only stop time but look ahead of you to see to basically like some level of
Well, skip
precognition.
time.
Yeah, skip time. Basically, like I think someone said it best. Is like you're basically you have the ability to apply Windows Movie Maker on existence.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, is this the fish in the cup?
Oh, Clash.
Ew. With the two lovers.
Yeah, Clash is cool.
I,
Cause like,
I think it's pretty useful too.
yeah, it's like any body of water, and it can just like teleport through it. That's pretty sick.
I put it in, like in A tier.
Yeah,
And the insane amount of range it has too.
yeah, and again, it's another one of those one-shot abilities.
Like it's literally like you got. Not, I think it's strong enough to be like a shark or a piranha, right? Like
Yeah.
being able to teleport a shark into someone's wine glass is pretty cool.
Yeah,
Okay, Talking Head F tier.
yeah, that's an easy F tier.
Notorious B.I.G.
I'm making the case for S.
It's the fact that the fact that you have to die in order to.
I understand. I understand that it kills you, but
It's unbeatable.
it's
And-
fucking stoppable.
It did not lose.
It didn't.
You just because you escaped it, that doesn't mean you won.
No.
And it was stuck in the middle of the ocean, where it's still killing people.
Yeah. It's still fucking shit up to this very day.
Like, what if you had a hate boner for someone so large that I don't care, I will kill myself just to summon this thing to get rid of you. And there's nothing they can do to stop it. It's happening. You're
There's
dead.
nothing anyone can do to stop. Like maybe Vanilla Ice and the hand could erase it.
And
It
that.
might take a bit of time, but they might be able to do it. But that's like it. That's like the only thing I could think that might be able to stop it.
I'm looking at the list right now. I'm trying to think of maybe Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. No, I don't know.
I mean, you could escape that universe. That's very useful.
Yeah, I think that's all you can
That
really
would
do.
be a way to escape it. But hey, G4C
But
is
you're-
probably going to be S tier too.
We're going based on like being able to defeat it, and only two can on this list possibly can.
Well, I mean, being able to escape it in any way, I would say counts towards that.
Let's see. I'm trying to look at this list. I'm looking at everything on the list currently and what like I would want in a fight against it. I get Craftwork. No, Craftwork could be like the perfect thing to stop it because it goes based on
You know
motion.
what? That might be true.
Like it,
Because, like, if... Well, I mean... but here's the thing. Like, it would also start digesting Craftwork.
oh, true. Well, couldn't it technically freeze the digestion process too?
I don't know. Like, see, here's the thing. I don't know... Like, that would be an interesting matchup, though.
We need to get the charts.
Oh, man. Just thinking about that.
It gets you moist.
Oh god, do I want to bump crowd work up to S tier now?
Well, it could be a rock paper scissors thing too.
Yeah.
Spice Girls.
Spicy lady.
Spicy.
It's alright.
I like Spice Girls. I like
Yeah, it's
spicy.
B tier maybe.
I don't understand why it's sapient or sentient.
Yeah, it doesn't really factor in at all outside of its introduction.
Well, I'm never alone.
But hey, it doesn't get a fight outside of its introduction either, so
well,
whatever.
I guess it makes sense because of who the father is, and he has a. It kind of is a prelude to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this whole split personality thing. I guess that makes sense.
So maybe that's the personality. Maybe that's like the personality she would have had. Like I'm just imagining her as a insanely buff version of herself.
Yeah, I would put Spice Girl in B tier probably.
Metallica, one of my favorite stands.
I fucking love Metallica.
I
want to put it in S tier.
Yeah, I put it. He had no. The only thing that saved him is anime logic. That's the only thing that saved. You could take an iron. You die immediately.
All he had to do was keep his fucking cool, and he won. He would have beat King Crimson. All he had to do was just stay the fuck put.
And you can like reattach your limbs using the metal in your own body.
That's so good.
It's
S tier, S tier.
Yeah.
Just put it in fucking S.
Put it in, big boy. I don't know. I just love Metallica. It also looks very creepy.
Yeah.
Like
that's a cool stand.
You ever those people that like, oh, I got triphobia. That's not a thing. And then I looked at that stand like, maybe.
Yeah.
What was it? What's this one? Next one?
I'm waiting for the video to scroll down.
Zahando. Oh, what was it? Resource worker stand.
Oh yeah, from the guy who touched the meteor and got like a lightning thing. Yeah, F tier. Because it's just some little zappy thing that we don't see any of.
I don't remember that at all.
It's basically in the same vein as Holly Stan.
Green Day.
Green Day. Yo.
I think here's the thing. Green Day is the most convenient when you have no more scruples too.
Right.
Like you can't control.
You don't give a single fuck about how much collateral damage you cause.
It's unbeatable.
Green Day's amazing.
It's nearly unbeatable. I can't say because you can still die, but also
right.
doesn't the fungus also like make you partially immune to certain things?
I'm not sure. I would put it in the same tier as Grateful Dead because it's very similar.
Okay, where was Grateful Dead again?
I think we put it in A tier.
Okay, where? Let's see. Oh, right there. Yeah, it is. There it is. Here it is. Oasis.
Oasis, another good one.
I'll put it in. I would put it in 8 because being able to swim through the earth.
Yeah, that's really cool. On top of being basically like on par with something like Sticky Fingers in terms of pure strength and speed, that's really useful.
And being able to melt people with like mud or whatever.
Yeah.
I would be tempted to put it in S tier with Metallica.
No, it's not good enough for S tier, I don't think.
True.
It's really good though.
I love. Silver Chariot Requiem. It has the ability to make you swap bodies and make you really sleepy.
Yeah, like body.
It's technically unkillable, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, there's the thing where you like stab the light behind the head or whatever. I don't know what the deal with that was.
I don't.
It was weird.
I don't think Iraqi did either.
Because you gotta like the shadow is coming from wherever you can't see it or something. I don't know. That was weird.
I would almost disqualify from the list because it's so complicated that we don't understand how it works.
Yeah, we don't and it starts mutating everyone after a certain point.
Yeah. Oh god.
That was weird.
You just made me think about when we get to part 6. This is gonna be like a clusterfuck.
Yeah.
Golden Experience Requiem.
The easiest S tier in the fucking world. Literally unstoppable.
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
It's like you play Team Fortress 2. This is heavy stand.
I do.
I'm going to kill you and kill you and kill you.
Yeah, basically. Just it's no you, the stand.
Okay, where was
The ultimate reverse Uno card.
Okay, there was one more. Hold on, sorry. Look, cause I don't recognize this one next. Oh wait, is it?
Oh, Rolling Stone.
Oh, that's the one where like has a premonition about your death or something, right?
Yeah, it's basically just worst Toth. So F tier.
And then there's the side things that we don't never read before.
Yeah, that's purple haze or feedback. Yeah.
Let's just put them all in F tier so you're not in trouble now.
Well, we'll just stick them with the part 8 thing so we don't have to talk about them.
Okay. Okay.
Part 6. Here we go.
Part 6, kind of divisive series, but I enjoyed it still.
Stone free.
Stone free.
Probably B tier.
I think it's pretty dope. Are you sure only B tier? It's not as
I'd put it in. It's not as strong as something like Star Platinum,
I think it's more diverse.
but it's not as weak as some of the guys in C tier.
I think it's more diverse than Silver Chariot, though. Because like, there's a lot like you can also use it for reconnaissance. Like I said, like using it, like being able to hear through the strings. Oh, real quick, the implication of you remember that girl that like took money from Jolene?
Yeah, Marilyn Manson's user, I think.
No. That one buff chick, and it was a lesson like don't let people walk over you in the prison. And she made her have to use the bathroom, and she got her money back. I
remember that part.
That part confused the shit out of me. I was gonna ask about it. I think it's
It's been a while since I read part 6.
I feel conflicted because part 5 was so good, and reading part 6, I'm like, oh, this is pretty good, I guess.
Yeah, it's like
Google Dolls.
Google Dolls is really cool. It's better Little Feet.
Oh yeah, like it works instantly, and I think they're pretty. Like, the fact that they can still use their stands, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So that's still a threat.
But I mean, you could still use your stand with Little Feet too.
True. So would it be a B tier at least? Because
Little Feet.
I think it's pretty effective in a combat sense. The only thing that the only thing is that she didn't use it for combat, and nor did she appear at any point except for near the end.
Yeah.
She was cute, besides the fact that she was so psycho.
B-tier's good. B-tier's good.
She should have got together with that psycho dude that kept trying to kill himself.
Oh yeah, fucking what's his name, Thunder McQueen or something.
They would have been perfect for each other.
Yeah. Who do we have next?
Oh, the one that the blind dude. I can't help but feel that the blind dude.
Oh, fucking Manhattan Transfer. I don't like this one.
I feel like he was a direct it felt like that was trying to call back to Jeb. Or
Gab.
Gab.
It's worse Sex Pistols.
Jeb Bush. Didn't it? I could have sworn I remember it having like actual offensive capabilities.
Yeah, it like redirected his sniper bullets.
I think it's kind of
like that's pretty much the only useful thing it did.
It also helped,
as far as I remember.
I think it also could detect the location of people.
Yeah, but that's only useful because he's fucking blind and a sniper.
But if I would put it in E because there's no negatives to it.
Oh, I'm not saying F. Yeah, E or D is totally fine to me.
What the fuck is it? Okay. Ooh. Is this what was it called? White Noise?
Oh, White Album.
White Snake.
Dude.
White Snake.
Or yeah, White Snake even. Yeah, not White Album.
This is
White Snake, dude.
I
don't know, dude. White Snake. I would argue S tier.
Yeah, the ability to take I think you can take anything out of like their memories.
You can take their memories. You can take their stand.
Can't you take their basic motor functions out too?
It's another one-shot thing. It's got that goo that like
That
put Jolene and Jotaro to sleep.
that was fucking weird. That never
It's
came
got
back again.
insane range.
What was that like? I that confused me.
Yeah, that was weird. But it's got the goo. So,
Like
yeah, S tier.
they were literally being digested. Yeah. I don't think it's a question. Actually, I think he also took the eyesight out of
Oh yeah, he used
weather
it to
report.
remove his own eyesight.
Oh right. So you can
So
take
that
you can take basic motor
what's it,
functions out.
heavy weather wouldn't affect him.
So I think yeah, it's S tier unquestionably. Oh
Yeah.
this one,
Oh boy, wait until we get to fucking heavy weather.
Suicide Man, Highway to Hell.
Highway to Hell. F tier.
Yeah. If I try to kill myself,
Probably the worst stand in the entire series to have.
what if you're not suicidal? But then again, it's also
Because here's the thing, like, compare it to Notorious B.I.G. Notorious B.I.G. You kill someone, you kill you kill yourself, you kill everyone.
You basically
Highway to Hell, you kill yourself, you kill one person,
you
and that's it. It's done.
You could also use it as a kind of thing to keep people from like getting any like let's say I have the stand and I am sent on a mission to get one guy, like, and this guy is insanely powerful, but what is he gonna do to me if I like tag him with this ability?
Right.
But at the same time, like I don't like pain, so I like okay. Well, first you need to have him torture you. Part of this stand requires me putting myself in a mortal danger. No, thank you.
Yeah.
Uh,
Burning down the house.
hmm.
It's worse, Mr. President, because it's only in one location.
It does have some uses. You can take that
Again, it has uses.
and he can bring that computer with him, which doesn't make sense.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, it's a worse Mr. President, so it goes in the same tier, I suppose.
Where's Mr. President?
E tier.
Okay, fair enough.
I'd almost consider bumping up Mr. President to D tier, just because of that.
Oh yeah, because
It's like
again,
portable storage.
and again, if the turtles
So at least
apart.
there's that. Burning down the house, it's like it's just a prison.
See, you're thinking practically. I'm bumping it up because I love turtles.
That's fair.
Turtles are awesome. What?
Turtles are awesome.
Where was it? What's his?
I believe we're on Kiss now.
Kiss is useful.
Kiss is cool.
It's just
I
that.
wish Kiss got more fights.
Yeah, that's the problem. We don't really see the full range of what it was. I think there was more that could have been done with it.
Like the splitting things in half and pulling them back together thing. That's really useful. And on top of that, it's just like really strong in general. So like,
And
A or B.
And also the double damage thing too. Like, once it like
Yeah.
pulls back together, it like almost like snapping a rubber band.
Yeah. That's pretty useful.
I think A is fine. I think it has.
Yeah,
I think it's a little even more practical implications than Jolene's stand.
Yeah.
Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters is pretty good.
You can heal yourself with it. It requires
Heal
more.
yourself.
You require moisture.
Yeah. But I mean, like, living things require moisture in general, so, you know.
And
Not
also,
a huge stretch.
I can't help but wonder if this stand would work the way it would if it was anyone else using it, not just a creature who requires moisture like that.
Yeah, not like a weird collection of sentient plankton.
I did like Foo Fighters stand.
Foo Fighters is fucking great. I love her so much.
It was a sweetheart.
Yeah.
I like how they had to change her. Like, Araki's like, people can't fap to this thing. I gotta make it look like a cute lady person.
Yeah.
Well, that was very considerate of you, Araki. Thank you.
Thank you for making Best Girl.
I think she was. I would argue she was even one of my favorite characters on that. Top 5 at least.
Oh yeah.
Okay, what is
Like,
this?
the biggest thing that people walk away from with Part 6, I think, is like, man, I fucking love Foo Fighters.
Oh, Marilyn Manson, the debt collector lady.
Yeah.
It's another situational. It's kind of like Arby Stan.
Yeah, it's very much like Osiris, I'd say.
I will like if I get into a fight, it's like, oh, I can't make a wager, and they say no, I'm dead.
Yeah.
But once if you can, again, situational. If you know what you're doing, and you can set it up properly, I think you can get away with some good stuff.
Yeah.
I'll put it right with Arby's though.
Hmm.
Arby's the stand, not the establishment. It tastes like dog doo doo.
Who's the purple? All right.
What's this one with the
Who
horseshoe?
is next? Weather report is fucking busted. Like any weather condition, you can recreate it. That's fucking insane.
I put that in S tier then.
Yeah.
Like, you can literally make an astronaut suit with this. With clouds.
You can blast someone just with a bolt of fucking lightning instantaneously. Boom, dead.
It's hard to. I would argue that Weatherport gets worse when he gets his memories back. I mean, in terms
Like,
of.
you create a hurricane, you create a tornado, a blizzard, fucking anything. If it's weather, then you're done.
Or hail, or ice, or snow.
I mean, the limits are so fucking vague that he makes it rain frogs. Like, what? Would a meteor shower count for that? Could he basically replace fucking planet waves?
I don't even think, like... I don't know. I'm still I'm trying to hold off on talking about the next stage of that.
Good old heavy weather. Does that get listed?
I hope.
See it.
I kind of don't want to talk about it.
Oh my god! I don't think heavy weather is counted here, so that's counted as part of weather report.
You want to talk about?
So yeah, it's like double S tier.
I think I need to stop thinking about it from a literary. I don't like the weird change. Like, it's weird, vaguely defined second part of its abilities. It makes snails.
Heavy weather is fucking nuts.
It makes snails and turns you into snails, but only if you perceive yourself as turning into snails. What?
It
doesn't make sense. Araki, give me some charts, nigga.
It's like, what's confusing about it is that they seem to gain the morphology of snails.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just like, oh, it's subliminal messages that make you think you're a snail. If it was just that, sure. That's not a weather condition, but sure.
But it's
like,
I think the problem I have with it.
The snail morphology thing is where I completely lose it.
1 second. Gotta charge my phone.
Alright. What the fuck is next? Jumpin' Jack Flash?
That's being able to
anti-gravity.
Yeah, and also I think you can also choose the direction of the rotation.
I believe so. Yeah.
I think it's very versatile. I'm trying to go based on memory though.
Yeah, like it's very disorienting.
And it's one of those things where only X could beat this guy. I don't know. Maybe. I'd say like at least A or B.
I would say B, maybe. I don't think it's as strong as some of the guys in A tier, but it's definitely good.
Okay.
Now your boy Limp Bizkit on the other hand.
I knew it.
An easy S tier.
Are you sure?
Dude.
Invisible zombies.
Fucking invisible zombies. Can't even be destroyed. Oh my god.
You have to be dead though.
Fucking S tier.
Oh, it's like Notorious.
No, you don't.
He was dead, wasn't he?
I don't think so.
She killed him. And he came back as a zombie. And I think he he was invisible like the rest of the zombies.
I think he just has control over it even after he dies.
Hold on, let me I'm gonna go to the also trusted Jojo Wikia. They've never let me down before, except for all the times that they did. Okay, abilities and usability lost control even after death. So I think he did die, yeah. But when
Sportsmax activates Limp Bizkit, all corpses nearby generate invisible rays, including Sportsmax himself, should he die. So it's not a condition that he needs to die.
So he didn't know.
Even after he does die, it still works.
Okay, but he is dead though. So, but we're talking about the stand, right? So
Yeah, and so it's a very similar situation to Notorious B.I.G.
I would say in some respects it's actually better because you can actually actively control it while alive.
Yeah, it's not just like this automatic thing.
By the way, I love how set up like in one episode, like, oh, I'm looking for this bastard, and she finds him the next thing, and the conflict is resolved almost immediately.
Yeah.
I
Very Polnareff.
look. I like part 6. Okay, it's just Iraqi. Work on your pacing, bro.
Well, he did in part 7, and we're all better off for it.
It's so part 7 is so good.
Part 7 is so fucking good, dude.
That's some of the best characters too. It has one of the best villains. I will not let anyone shit talk Funny Valentine in my presence.
Arguably the best villain. I mean, Kira is still probably my favorite, but Funny Valentine, I would say, is probably the best.
I think that's the thing that annoys me is like these analyses, like did you forget about when he tried to force himself on like a force? Yeah, I didn't forget that. Like, well, how can
he's still a bad guy, but he's still awesome.
Well, it's not that. It's the fact that people think that you can't be a horrible person and also be sincere in this one thing. I wholeheartedly believe that he's being entirely sincere when he's talking about having America's interests first. But he's also a bad dude.
Yeah.
You can be both.
A lot of people have been in the past.
Yeah, exactly. In fact, he's the most historically accurate Jojo villain.
Yeah, that's most politicians in general, I would say.
Well, to be fair, except for Jack the Ripper.
Maybe historical politicians.
Jack the Ripper was, in fact, a ghoul who was turned into it by a vampire. I think that's historically accurate.
Yeah. Who do we got next? Diver Down?
I like Diver Down, but...
Diver Down is cool.
Iraqi really needs to work on his introduction. Like, you need to cement what this thing can and can't do.
Yeah, Diver Down still kind of confuses me, honestly.
I mean,
but it's cool. I especially like the design.
It can basically go into anything. How did he rearrange that guy's legs?
Being non-corporeal, that's like literally every stand.
So I would argue. Okay, so this is like it's kind of like Beach Boy, but it's a little bit. I don't know. It's basically Beach Boy, I think. Except with a little bit less range.
Yeah, I would put it in B tier, I guess.
And I think it's a little bit more malleable because you can use it to like rearrange people's innards.
Yeah, but I mean, like the range, I would say puts it below Beach Boy.
True.
Because it's like not. It's a more of a close range punchy dude.
Maybe a high B at least.
Yeah, I would say B tier.
And the character. What do you think of the character? What do you think of the theory that it was supposed to be a woman, and then he changed his mind?
He was cuter as a girl.
I mean, don't you love how he murdered a woman, and then wants to be with Jolene?
I mean, I like Honestly.
I like him too, but I kind of like I'm not the only one that was kind of expecting him to get his shit pushed in by Jotaro when he was like saying all that shit, right?
A little bit.
I want to marry your daughter. Like, excuse me?
Get the fuck out of me.
Like, do you
defeat me in a stand battle, and you may marry my daughter.
And immediately gets killed. It's not even because the stand is that much more powerful. It's because he's, Jotaro.
Alright, Survivor.
Ooh, this... I put this in F tier.
Dio said for stand.
You can't control it. It makes people, like... you know what's funny?
It's just a big berserk button.
When Diver was used on that guy, the stand user, and turned his body into a living trap, I thought that was part of Survivor's ability of sorts.
Really?
Although, oh shit, I guess this thing is like a horrible curse on no matter what.
Yeah, it's another curse stand, so that goes in F tier.
It was kind of cool. It turns everyone into basically a shonen anime character. I can sense your fighting spirit.
Planet Waves. Planet Waves is cool.
What do Planet Waves do? Oh, you can literally when you summon meteorites on people and shit?
Summon meteors from the fucking sky. That's awesome.
Who was the stand user again?
I think it was just some dude in maximum security, which is an arc that contains the next guy on the list.
I would either A or
I'm not. I don't think S, just because like I'd feel comfortable putting him in A though.
It doesn't offer that much protection for you if you like someone actually catches you.
Yeah,
Because
I'm not sure how precise it is.
You've
again, they're like meteorites.
you've doomed yourself if someone's up close. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Oh god, this one.
Dragon's fucking dream.
When I first saw this, I thought him making people swell up was part of the stand. I'm not the only one, right? But no,
just put it in F tier. It doesn't even deserve discussion.
I think there's okay. So
look, Dragon's Dream is the worst fucking fight in all of JoJo. This isn't up for debate.
Yeah, I can't say anything. I was trying like let me play devil's advocate, and I remember like, oh no, I didn't like that fight at all.
No, it is that bad.
I thought the character was interesting.
I hope the anime adaptation just fucking skips it.
It won't.
I know it won't.
But Kenzo was kind of interesting. Former cult leader.
Like, sure, he was like a cool, wise old dude, and that's neat. But like, oh god, it's a fucking actual fight, dude.
I was kind of hoping that he would be like almost like not a bad person and a reoccurring character. But it turns out he was a cult leader.
But thank God he wasn't a reoccurring character. I don't know if I could have stood any more fucking Dragon's Dream.
I mean, you could have reinterpreted it as, like, you know, Araki could have reworked it as being someone who just, like, come almost like, Hey Ya. Like a more straightforward Hey Ya.
Sure.
Although,
I mean, hey, I love Hey Ya.
I love, what was his name?
Pocoloco?
I love him so, he was the, I don't know, it's hard to nail down.
He deserved to win.
He earned it. I did not expect. Oh god, I don't want to spoil anything, but who's watching right now? I don't know, like. I did not expect a wholesome ending in that respect for that guy. I was like, everything's going so well for this guy. How is he going to die horribly?
But he doesn't.
Yo-Yo Ma.
Everything went better than expected.
The dude who
Yo-Yo Ma.
He could keep going.
Isn't it like basically fucking invincible?
Yeah, and he can make your opponents rot.
Yeah, and it like spits acid or something. That's ridiculous.
And he's nice. Very polite, very dapper.
So it's another one of those like ultimate defense stands. Like you can't stop it.
Well, when you say defense,
you have to stop the user.
I would say it's ranked beneath Limp Bizkit, if only because Limp Bizkit, like, it can be used to protect yourself. That dude was helpless.
Right.
Like, but the stand keeps going, so it's like a soft, much softer Notorious B.I.G. with sapience.
So I'd be comfortable putting it in A tier.
And the guy, he's dressed in overalls, and I mean, if you can't trust a guy in overalls, who can you trust?
Exactly.
Jailhouse Rock. The funniest.
Pretty strong. Honestly. Like if you can actually get the effect on someone, that's ridiculous.
Is there a range on it?
I don't think so.
Did I miss one? No. I skipped two. Damn. I am.
Oh no, you fool.
Caught me slipping. What is this? Green grass of home.
Yeah, green grass. That's the one that like makes you infinitely smaller, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking ridiculous. S tier.
The closer you get to it, the smaller you get. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
I forgot
that is insane.
I forgot about Dio Baby.
Yeah, S tier without question.
The green baby, yes.
And then we get Jailhouse Lock. Jailhouse Lock, I think is really good.
What is this one right here next to it?
Oh, that's the boiling water stand.
What?
That Poochie uses.
Poochie.
Like he pulls a boiling water stand out of a disc and uses it on Foo Fighters.
Oh, right. Oh, ew, that is... I forgot how repugnant that looked.
So yeah, F tier for that one, because who the fuck cares?
Boiling... Nah, I put it in E tier. If only because boiling water, it really hurts.
Sure.
Jailhouse Rock.
Sure.
I don't know what the condition... What are the conditions? Do you have to be hit in order to use Jailhouse Rock?
I think you do need to come into contact with the person. But once you do, it's just like, dude,
I would put
that
it...
is so hard to get out of.
I'll put it in S tier. Like, S tier.
I'm not sure if it's good enough for S tier.
Only remembering the last... what was it? Only 3 thoughts?
Yeah, you can only keep like 3 new pieces of information in your head at a time. And then they just keep getting cycled out. And it's like, dude, that is so fucking hard to get out of.
And the villain was great because I legitimately wanted her to get the shit kicked out of her.
Yeah, she was great. I loved her.
Like the moment where she makes Jolene eat a bug.
Yeah.
I wanted... Okay, you're gonna get hit by it hardcore. Oh. Bohemian Rhapsody. It's a toss-up because I think he has control over it.
I'm not sure if he does, though.
They didn't attack him. I feel like it was one of those things where it was wasted on someone who wasn't worthy of it.
I don't know. See, I'm not sure if he, like, actively...
You remember in the manga? Where fucking... It said that Kenshiro and Raul came from Fits of the North Star, came alive and were fighting each other. Oh shit.
Did and invent... Oh.
I thought the call dropped again.
Oh no.
No, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. You could just do what they did and make I Win Man.
I don't know, like...
And then you win.
But technically, you could do the same. Like, just make an even more overpowered character, couldn't you? You were just too stupid to think of it.
You know what? That's actually fair.
I would say...
You could invent your own, like, super awesome character who makes sure that you win. Yeah,
I would put it in an S tier. It's so, like, it's a worldwide... It has,
well,
like, the range, too. Like, it works anywhere.
That's true, so it would be pretty difficult to tell, like, who is actually the user. Damn, though. That's a tough call. I still don't know if he has control over it.
I think technically you could...
Because it seems like most of the characters, it seems like he brings back, are just sort of off doing their own thing. And they only happen to be antagonistic towards Jolene's crew as a coincidence more than anything.
I still think...
I think the rule is, like, if you try to break away from the story, then they become hostile, right?
I think so, yeah. No, remember they tried to attack, They tried to attack... What's his name? Deep Diver Boy.
Honestly?
I can't remember... That's a weird name.
Well, that's what I'm saying, is, like, they only started attacking Honestly because he was just like, oh... No, I don't want to follow along with this stupid-ass story.
Well, to be fair...
They're, like, turning into a werewolf or something.
I think it was a foregone conclusion for him, though. Because the part of the story required him to have his stomach cut open. And stones placed into his gut.
Right.
So if you... I don't know, you could technically sick anything after... Like, if you were to actually... If this was in the hands of someone... Like, imagine rowing with someone, like, with Rowan's creative mind having a stand like this.
Right.
Like, I think it will be legit. Well, Heaven's Door is already unbeatable, but
right. I think just because, like, the main thing that will be keep me from putting it in S tier is the fact that I still don't know if he has control over it.
I think
it's fair. It would be S tier. If he doesn't, then maybe down to A tier.
So I would say until we have until we contact Araki personally and get written charts on this. I think we'll mid A tier.
Yeah, that's fine by me.
Okay, next one is Underground. No, it's a frog one with the weird made up bullshit creatures.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
what's it fucking called?
I trust Sky High.
Sky High.
Which is a reference.
Yeah, that one's weird.
That was a reference to a song by Jigsaw. I know that one.
Sky High's a weird one.
Sk- Araki, I trusted you. I looked up those things you mentioned, and they don't exist.
No, they're like a cryptid, I think, because of some weird photo effect that you get when you take pictures sometimes.
So they... Okay, how do they work again? They travel around you, and they absorb the moisture out of the... wait, no.
I don't remember how this works. Yeah, the rods.
The penises.
Yeah.
I
Sky-High's only power is to control and direct the rods. The mechanism that controls not disclosed, blah, blah, blah. Exploits the rod's habit of sucking heat to rapidly and locally decrease the temperature of a selected body part from afar. Okay, so it's a very complicated way of lowering someone's body temperature.
Didn't it make them rot, though? Like, their body started decaying or something like that? Or did... I forgot, like, it did something to them. Like, where their body was
Yeah,
like...
it says, like, when concentrated in one spot, the rapid decrease in heat can cause body parts and internal organs to become prone to disease and failure.
Does it usually happen that quickly, though?
Apparently.
I don't know. I would... Okay, I guess it's practical enough
I
to...
imagine it would be sort of like a frostbite effect.
I think maybe it's...
Except you can do it at will. I guess that's pretty cool.
I would put it in A tier for practical use. From a storytelling purpose, I will put it in D tier for not being properly explained. Well,
I would be tempted to put it in B tier. B tier is good.
Why B tier?
I just don't think it's as strong as some of the stuff in A tier.
Oh, true.
I think it's more comfortable in B.
Okay, next one is Underground. And I think this is pretty useful.
This one's really neat. I like this one a lot.
Being able to basically, like, conjure... I think even anything that's touched the soil.
Path event is really cool. Like, I think... Again, I'd like to know the limits of this, because, like... Could you send someone back to fucking dinosaur times and have them get eaten by a T-Rex?
Can you summon a dinosaur?
Yeah, basically.
I think you could. Because I don't think he knows what... I think he has to, like, probe around the area to understand what happened there.
Like, imagine if he, like, they encountered him at the Yucatan Peninsula, and he just sends them back to the... Just sends them back to the fucking point where the meteor hits the Earth. They're dead. They're done. Over.
I would argue it's tie up to... I think it's soft S tier. Well, from what we know... From what we understand about it.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, though. Again, super situational.
True, true.
Because it depends on where you are.
Like, if you're in a plane, you're basically... No, I think weren't they in a plane? No, he sent them to a plane. The plane that was going to crash into the hospital.
Plane that was about to crash.
Right.
But, like, hey, if you're in New York or something, just fucking just send them up to the Twin Towers. How about that?
Fuck, man. Well, don't you also have to find an area where you have to, like, be able to move dirt out of the way?
Maybe?
I can't remember. It's been a while since I read Part 6.
That's also been a while for me.
Okay, also, at least a relatively high B, at least.
Yeah, sure. I'm fine with B.
Oh god, now we're going to the evolutions of,
yes. The White Snake evolutions. B-Moon and Made in Heaven.
The ones that, like, look, I liked White Snake so much that everything else felt like a step down to me, I'm sorry.
That being said, we should discuss their abilities objectively.
Sea-Moon seems like kind of overpowered to me. And the fact that it alters the rotation of the entire fucking planet.
Also turns you inside out with a single punch. That's a one-shot ability.
Okay.
Very good. I would argue S tier.
Me too. You can't... I can't... Star Platinum isn't beating this thing, I'm sorry.
No.
Nothing on... I can't... Unless they knew where he was and actually could find him and actually directly fight him, I can't imagine them being able to do anything against this dude.
Yeah, it's not like Star Platinum can switch the gravity back.
I'm trying to look at any of these. Again, these are very situational.
And I believe the last one in Part 6 is Made in Heaven, which is also S tier.
Literally reset time.
Killed the entire universe. Without question, S tier.
He told the universe to fuck off. It wins. It wins everything. I can't even, like, I'm trying to think of, like, what's something constructive I can say about Made in Heaven. Nah. If
No,
you
it's very, very fast.
if you have it, you win. Except
Yeah.
for that little. What was that little kid?
Emporio.
I'm gonna say something controversial.
Yeah,
I did not care for him.
that's fine.
I just. You know what's petty? I didn't like the fact that he always wore the fucking baseball outfit. It irritated the shit out of me.
Well, in fairness, where's he gonna find new clothes in a women's prison?
True, true. How old is he?
I thought he was like maybe 10.
He looked like he was like a toddler.
Well,
then
that's
it-
just a Rocky.
Then again, it was a Koichi.
Yeah. Okay, part 7.
Okay,
Hey,
S tier. I'm not. There's not an argument.
it's another situation where it's like, is it S tier or is it F tier?
S,
It depends on
S
how
tier.
you interpret
S
the
tier.
ability.
S tier. I wish. Well, I think people have argued that it has precognition because it knows things that it has no business knowing, like
Right.
being able to know what that cow corpse was to help him,
Yeah.
and also, I'm sorry. It's just my bias is showing. It's the most wholesome stand. Period.
Yeah, you know what? S tier. Fine. Good.
It's just. Could you imagine like having someone that will give you good advice and also constantly give you good just encouragement?
I think everyone could use a hey ya.
And again, it also has the part of the best. God, part 7 was so good.
Not so good part of part 7. Tomb of the Boom.
Oh, those 3 guys.
Yeah, they like share the stand, and it's like
And that one
shitty
guy
magnetism.
that looks like a girl.
Yeah.
What happened to her? I think she was the only one that was still alive, right?
I think they're just like, oh no, this is bad. We have to tell Valentine what's happening, and then they never show up again.
You kind of expected them to be like a Team Rocket, weren't you?
No, I
You won't.
wasn't. Yeah, Tomb of the Boom. It's
So,
not like F tier or anything.
I would say D.
Yeah, D is fine.
It's too situational too.
Yeah.
What did I?
Wait, that's the wrong one you have there.
What's
You have
this?
to pick-
What
I
I
think
can't.
that's like Sugar Mountain Springs.
I don't remember. Okay, It wasn't too.
That's another curse one.
Okay. Tomb of the Boom D tier. Tomb of the Boom S tier. Okay, naturally. Okay, I gotta move on. I gotta use my editorial abilities to go onto the wiki. Okay, where was I? Where? Sugar Mountain. Okay, was that the one with the girl in the tree?
Yeah,
Oh, that one's pretty powerful, but
it's powerful, but I also feel like it's another one of those curse ones.
yeah. Mm, I kind of want to bump it up. I don't think it's useless, but I don't know. It also depends on your frame of mind when you have it.
Right.
I put it in at least E or D
D
because
is fine.
the effects it has are so like world changing too. Well, not world changing, but it like you kind of can't lose with it, but
Yeah.
you don't win because you don't gain anything.
Yeah.
Like, if you want your parents back, you have to trust someone to actually know how to manage the shit they get in 24 hours.
Yeah.
Was it 24 hours? I remember it being that.
Something like that. Yeah.
And
Oh, lonesome me. It's
Oh.
rope.
oh,
It's worth stone free.
yeah. I guess it's practical to some degree.
Yeah.
D or E? I'd say.
I'd say D.
I was upset when he died.
Yeah, he was cool.
Wait, did I even do the? No, that's not the right one. Damn it! Why do I keep moving to wrong pictures?
Because there's 3 Tomb of the Booms.
Yeah, fuck. What? You guys get out of here. Where did I put the other Tomb of the Boom?
In D tier.
Okay. So we got some practical ones here. And, is this Tomb of the Boom again? I'll be very upset. I will be very upset if it is.
I think that one there is also Tomb.
I'll shit.
The
I'll shit. Don't make me shit.
Yeah, those two after all loads of me are also two of the booms.
God damn it!
And then
What's this? Oh no, this is that one where it forms clocks on things, right? And they become explode. It basically
yeah,
it's soft Killer
soft
Queen.
killer queen.
I'll put it in A
So
or A or B.
I'd say A.
You know when like I don't know if you ever play Yu-Gi-Oh?
I have not played Yu-Gi-Oh now.
Like sometimes when there's an overpowered card that usually comes out, like cards that from like when the game originally started and the rules were just being like kind of thought about. There are cards that have overpowered effects, and as time goes on, Konami makes like versions of them that are like softer versions of the overpowered effects to compensate. And
Sure.
that's what that stand feels like. Like Killer Queen is too overpowered. But we want people to still be able to have something resembling it.
Right.
And the guy had makeup on his face. Oh, remember that guy that had bugs in his face?
Bugs in his face?
He cultivated insects in his eye.
I don't remember that.
It was.
Huh.
I thought it was a stand, but it turns out it was just a crazy dude with bugs in his eye. It was kind of stupid. Oh, what was? Tusk part level 1. Fingernail laser.
Well, it just turns your hand into a gun. That's
So,
cool.
I'd say B. It's practical.
Sure.
It's useful.
Sure.
It's not as good as my boy Hall Horse, but you do get a cute plushie. Something that's
Yeah.
immensely marketable, I must say.
Yes.
Oh,
And it has the cute little catchphrase.
I legit, I would like a. I'm not joking. I want a plushie of that thing. Wired.
Sure.
I think it's kind of situated.
Worse. Yeah, it's worse Beach Boy.
It's kind of interesting. Like you can like put it behind like the feathers of a bird and whatnot.
Sure.
Like it like open up miniature portals to some of the hooks. But how sturdy are those hooks?
I'm not sure. They're able to take care of them pretty easily, I think. It's just like, oh, they're hooks. Okay.
I would say B also because of the range. Like he was
Okay.
miles away from them. All he needs is like some reflection, like a puddle, to be able to use it. Oh, scary monster, A.
Are, are you sure about A?
I meant S. Nah, F. It's not the world. It sucks.
Oh, okay.
I I remember like being disappointed. Like, oh man, scary monster's so lame. And then when you know what happens, and it's not scary monster anymore. Like, oh, it's like the only way I could compare it is like when you want a new toy so bad, but you can't get it, so you get this one that you don't like as much, but you spend so much time with it, you go fond of it, and when you get that new one, it's like, oh.
Yeah. I would argue S tier.
Yeah, it is an S tier. Oh,
Because just the fact that it can turn things within a range into dinosaurs, and you have full control over them, and like,
like
do you even need to be in contact with them?
literally
On
picking.
top of giving yourself super, like, reflexes and strength
L-
and dinosaur physiology,
Didn't
that's
he-
fucking ridiculous.
Didn't he literally pick the hairs off his horse and turn them into miniature dinosaurs to send out of them?
I think he turned the fleas on his horse into miniature dinosaurs.
That's baller.
Yeah.
Cream starter.
It's good for healing, and that's about it.
You can suffocate people with your own flesh.
Sure.
It's not. I don't think it's practical enough in a fight, though.
No.
You need to have the can in your hand,
Yeah.
and literally anyone else can. Like someone could slap it out of your hand and use it themselves.
It's kind of like a video game heal almost.
Yeah.
Where it's like, in some video games, all you have to do is like wrap your arm up to heal yourself. It's like that.
I thought it was pretty cool. I put it in C. Maybe
Yeah,
even
C is fine.
a pretty high C actually. High C tropical punch.
C is good.
Delicious.
C is good. It fits comfortably in C.
You know what's better than C though? Is Mandom by one of the best characters in the entire series.
Bro, Mandem is really good.
I kind of because I think someone's is it true that he didn't need the watch? That's just how he measured time.
I believe so, yeah.
So it's basically it's the world though, but there's no like punching stand.
It's not really the world. It's just like you get a do-over.
I don't know. I'm also biased because I love that character so. He was so fucking awesome.
Like it. Hmm.
I would put it an A at least
Yeah, sure, sure.
because if like there's not much you can do if someone harms. I keep again the watch wasn't needed.
Yeah.
I kind of keep forgetting that.
I mean, you do kind of need to have some way of like attacking the other person.
Hmm.
So, like the fact that you can rewind time for a few seconds is really good, but it doesn't offer much offense. So, mm, it's tempting to put it in like a high B.
I would argue that it's at least a soft A.
Hmm. All right, I'd be fine with that.
I'm biased because, God, that guy was so awesome.
Well, your bias is already showing with Heya and S tier.
Well, I think that's objective fact. I don't. We're not arguing. And now for one of the coolest looking characters in the
God,
series.
I fucking love Catch the Rainbow.
Catch the Rain. Now,
I wish it wasn't so situational.
I would argue that
It needs to be raining.
a fair compromise is B, a high B, because a high B or a soft A, because like
Think
you
of
said,
all the other super situational stands we've had.
true. Because look, I think B's are.
It's, it's fucking awesome, and I love Blackmore, but it's so situational. C at the highest.
Where?
C.
Damn, I was more generous than you.
Where were you thinking?
Like I said, soft B or a high B, because when you can use it, it's like so
Sure, when you can use it. Sure. But think of how often it doesn't rain.
True. Okay, a high C then, like you said, high C tropical punch.
I'm fine with C.
All right, what's next on the chopping block? Oh, Tusk Part 2, where it's stronger bullets. Again,
Yeah.
strong B again.
I would argue A, because
What?
it's very similar to Emperor at this point.
It takes too much time to load, though.
Does it though?
No, to recharge. Excuse me.
Well, sure, but I mean they're basically bullets.
True.
Like, if you need to put more than 10 bullets into someone, what the fuck are you doing with your life?
Well, fair enough. I mean, you're gonna judge my lifestyle, so how I choose to kill people. That's
I mean, how many fucking bullets has Holhorse shot?
Shut up. Don't talk about my boy like that. Oh, A Silent Way.
This is a cool one.
Hmm.
I feel like it's a better Echoes.
Yeah. Oh, though I think you could put it an A then. Although, or at least a high B, maybe.
Yeah, like definitely higher than Echoes Act 2.
What do you think?
Like it's better.
If I don't mind ask, what do you think of the theory that the Sandman from the one we've been following is not the Sandman that they've ended up,
I don't know.
You've heard about that theory, haven't
I've
you?
never heard of that.
Because,
I've never heard of that theory. No.
Because the fact that he calls himself something different when they fight him.
Oh, that's because he's like, oh, the name your people gave me is Sandman, but like I'm actually Soundman.
I'm the best.
That's like my people's name.
I'm the best Mega Man villain.
Exactly.
Tattoo You.
Tattoo You is neat.
What does it do again? It's like it splits you into what?
I think it's like split amongst multiple people.
Don't.
Hang on, let me.
We gotta pull up the wiki.
Keep pulling up the damn wiki. As the shared stand of the 11 men featured in Steel functions as greatly enhancing their teamwork and defense. Huh.
Well, 11 people.
Tattoo You allows the 11 men to phase into each other by using the tattoos on their backs as portals, then reappearing through the tattoos at will.
That's
So they can exist in the same spot all at once, appearing as if they are merged together.
that's pretty useful.
Yeah,
You-
I'd say that's at least like a B or C tier.
I'd say you can. They'd be a very useful hit squad.
Yeah.
Tubular Bells, one of my favorite stands.
Tubular Bells is fun, but it's also kind of dumb.
Man, the guy.
I do like being able to like turn anything into effectively a nail bomb.
Yeah.
That's also a cute little hot air balloon, or not hot air balloon animal.
I mean, yeah. And
But the setup that requires means it's basically only good for defense, and even then, like not an amazing defense.
I think it's one of those things where I don't think he fought anyone, did he? I think he fought.
I don't think he did.
No, I think. Cause I remember he died. I hate saying these things. Fuck it. Spoilers. He died. He got. But I can't remember how. I put it high C.
Sure.
And next one is
20th Century Boy, I believe.
what is? Okay, I'm trying to figure out what that. How do I?
20th Century Boy makes the user invincible as long as they're standing still.
So I would put that E. E or D?
Really?
E or D? Because you saw what happened to that dude.
Sure, he got the Cars treatment, but like, think about how practical that would be in so many situations.
Yeah,
like just in everyday life, you stand still, you're fucking invincible. Even in combat, he was able to use that because it's just like, I got some explosives now. I'm totally fine. Just stand perfectly still.
Yeah,
Boom.
yeah. Oh, I think that's fair. Like you can make yourself
I would say
an invincible suicide bomber too.
Yeah, at least B.
Oh, that's fair. I'm just thinking. I keep thinking about how it ends because I always factor in the worst case scenario. Or
Right.
Like, what if someone poured concrete on me?
That is true. But
So-
I mean, like, at the same time, you would need to let them pour concrete on you.
But what if I can't get away? Like, okay, well, I hate to stop myself from dying, and I'll use my ability, and I'm now trapped in concrete. If I let go of myself, I'll suffocate. So I'm stuck like that forever.
Right.
Again,
Like, that is...
worst case
like,
scenario.
Obviously, there is a workaround. But that's why it's in B tier.
Civil War.
It's kind of like Underground almost, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's kind of like a mix between Underground and The Lock.
And it made a baby come out of what's her name's stomach.
The baby.
I like how
I'd say it's definitely better than The Lock because it's like it's able to pretty much enforce the guilt on you. You don't need to like feel guilt for
it
the
actually
user.
it actually digs deep into your psyche too.
Yeah, it's like a psychological attack.
I would say, cause I think it's also treated like a curse, right?
Yeah, I would say so.
So-
Except it's a curse that's not on the fucking user for once.
So I would say C.
C is good. I'm okay with C.
Tusk Part 3.
I would say A tier because it's pretty much part 2 and it also lets you teleport.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's because it only gets used like once.
And now we come to the main event. My
Oh,
boy Chocolate Disco! S tier! Chocolate. All he had to say was one sentence. He said Chocolate Disco, and that was it. You know it was cemented. S tier. We're gonna put it above Vanilla Ice, above all this shit. Fuck all the fact. In fact, can I make a new tier? X tier?
Fucking Chocolate Disco tier.
A tier all on its own. So we're gonna keep this out of the list because it's so good it doesn't need to be talked about.
Of course, of course.
But let's say hypothetically if I was stupid and I didn't understand the beauty of this majestic technique and the wonderful man that came up with it, I would say, again, if I was stupid, somewhere between D or C. I'd say
Yeah,
D.
probably D.
The range.
I would say D.
If I was stupid, I would say the range is too short. And again,
Yeah.
you are insanely, like, imagine if you're not fast enough to handle the dial.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's
And
now.
then
Oh yeah,
after Gyro gets into the fight and like wins it really easily and quickly, he's just like, okay, that was fucking weird. Anyway,
wasn't that the shortest fight in JoJo history?
I think so.
Oh yeah, no. Oh yeah, well, Dirty D's dirt cheap. I guess S tier.
Yeah, that's
I
S
mean,
tier.
that's kind of. I guess it's not Chocolate Disco impressive, but.
No chocolate disco, but you know, it's S tier.
I mean, why was he? Why was Funny Valentine even the final villain? Why couldn't it have been Chocolate Disco Man?
Why not chocolate disco?
Disco. I love that song, by the way. No joke. I actually like that song. Iraqi liked it too because when he talked to the person who sang it, it was like, "Hey, I'm gonna put you in it," and I'm gonna let the guy lose immediately. Okay. Dirty D's done. I don't know. I don't even think it's like an argument, is it?
No, it is absolutely S tier.
It's so like even if you were to fight against fighting against heaven like Main in Heaven, like technically you could just go into the
Yeah,
dimension
just
where
top universes.
so you win.
Yeah.
Hop into well except later on it doesn't but
Like the only reason he can't just like stay in another universe is because this is the universe that has the corpse parts in it.
yeah. Wait, are you telling me that Jesus only lived in one universe? That sucks. The Dobby of Sights.
That is interesting to think about from a theological perspective.
Ticket to Ride. What does this do?
Ticket to Ride.
When it turns Lucy into a
That's
puppet
Lucy's stand.
when it turns her into a puppet
Yeah.
woman. Blade of Tears. I don't.
The tears are like the main ability of it, I think.
I honestly wouldn't even rank this.
Yeah, it's like an E, maybe a D.
I think
Maybe even F, just because it like turns her into a creepy puppet thing.
and well, at least it prevented her from being sexually assaulted. That's a good thing.
Sure, I wouldn't want to sexually assault that. Ew.
If you're prettier now, let's. What is this?
Oh, that's Love Train.
Is that the evolution of No. Wait.
Yeah, that's the next stage of D4C once he has all the corpse parts.
Okay, let's put that in this.
And he can basically deflect any damage and send it anywhere else in the world.
S tier.
Absolutely fucking S tier.
And then there's Ball Breaker.
Ball Breaker! What the fuck is Ball Breaker?
It's a.
It just comes out of nowhere.
It's a self.
Almost one-shots the main villain and then disappears.
It's a self-made stand, almost, right?
Yeah.
By perfecting the golden ratio, he somehow created his own stand.
Like, it was able to break through Love Train, so I feel like that's S tier. Like, the only reason it didn't instantly kill Valentine is because his steel ball wasn't perfectly spherical.
You know what I love? That sounds so dirty. You know what I love about JoJo? The fact that we didn't stop. Like, the universe got reset, and I'm like, oh man, where can we go from here? We find ways. I admire Iraqi for that.
Right.
Husk level 4, and that's going right in S tier.
Absolutely S tier.
Is not an argument. What's Zawaldo doing here? Why is it here? That's kind of weird.
Why is it here? It's in A tier. Same with the other world.
Why is? I love how the art style changed so much. Like when I first saw that, like,
Diego's world is very different looking.
You ever think about, like, go back and look at part 1 and then compare it to part where we are right now?
It's so different.
And so I think that's every stand in part 7. And again, we're not covering the rest because, well, obviously, because we hate you all, and we hate part 8 with every tired muscle in our bodies.
And we also hate all the spin-offs.
That's exactly what I said that. Why did you repeat me? I think another time we'll cover JoJo characters. You sound kind of tired.
Yeah, I'm also tired.
So, this has been our JoJo tier list. If you agree or disagree, I hate you. Don't ever agree with me, ever.
If you disagree, then fuck off.
If you disagree, I love you. My haters give me
Oh.
energy. I feed off your negativity, like that dickhead who he liked cuties,
Oh.
and it's like, oh, but which one? It's like, you know the one I'm talking about. They all, I hate them all, but you know. So, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day.